Yo, what is up, Nightreign gamers? I'm finally back. Holy crap, I missed you guys so much. How's it going, everybody? How's the volume of the music? Is everything good? Today, we're just gonna chill and talk about my experience playing the final version of the game at PAX. Pretty quiet? Okay. All right. I'll turn it up a little. There we go. That should be good. But yeah, we're just gonna play my old footage and chat about the game. Tell me everything. I'm gonna. Man, it was such a good time. First off, I got invited out by Bandai Namco to host their PAX booth at freaking PAX East, and I've been gone since what, Wednesday, because I had to get there by Thursday. That's when the convention started, and it's Monday now, and we had the whole weekend. It was Thursday through Saturday, or Sunday I should say. And my God, it was a lot of work. It was a lot of work, you know. I commentated, I played the game. We all took turns because there was 5 of us. There was it was me, Distortion 2, Larksa, Lil Aggie, and Park and Harbor, and we all took turns playing and commentating. And of course there was also professional commentators there that like absolutely like blew it away. Hi, Zelda. Of course Zelda's very happy to see me now that I'm finally home. I've been gone for so long, kitty. But man, yeah, it was a good time. It was a really good time. I cannot wait to tell you guys all about it. Probably gonna be a bit of a shorter stream because, you know, just gonna hang out and talk about Nightreign. But yeah, I'm tired from traveling, tired from the event. Like I said, it really was a lot of work. But yeah, no, I have done an AMA on Reddit, on the Nightreign Reddit, if you guys want to check that out. In case I don't answer your question in this stream, you can post it on there and I'll answer it. But I would love to answer your questions right freaking now. I'm so jealous. Yeah, it was an opportunity of a lifetime, man. I feel so honored to be invited out by them. And you know, me and Bandai Namco have a really strong relationship throughout like almost a decade. I think it's been more than a decade now. What, since Dark Souls 2? Yep, officially been a decade. So that's fucking sick. Also, look at that Wilder. Oh, but yeah, no, we had an absolute blast. It was a good time. It was a really busy 4-day thing. If you guys didn't see it, we worked in this big ass dome. They really did it up. But Bandai Namco has like infinite money, so every event they have is extra. It's crazy, you know. For the Armored Core one, they sent us to a fucking hangar, like an airplane hangar, and put like a real Armored Core like in there. There was like an actual mech, like a pilotable mech. It was fucking crazy. For this one, of course, they did a massive theater dome right in the center of PAX. I'm gonna bring it up here so you guys can see it. I gotta move my fat cat first. Come here, kitty. Come here, kitty. But it was really fucking cool. I'm gonna pull it up on the screen here. There we go. This is the dome I was working in all weekend. I was trapped in there for like all 4 days. It was great though. It was great because it was away from the crowds, right? So I was able to just chill in there and do my magic. Yeah, the sphere, the Elden Ring dome, dude. The Elden Ring dome. It was super cool. Like I said, they do not fuck around. Yeah, it was packed up every single day. This is where I worked, right in the middle here. I played on this computer. They had really nice computers with 4070s. We were playing on PC. Ran at a silky smooth 60 FPS. I'm not sure if you can boost it up anymore. I didn't check the settings because I'm dumb. But you might be able to. Anyways, it ran really good, way better than normal Elden Ring, so that's something I want to point out. And then the commentators are over here chatting in the stand, the professional commentators. Of course, we switched out with them too so they could take breaks and, you know, survive, because we were doing it all fucking day. Well, I think we did 8 hours a day, right? I'm trying to think. Yeah, full 8 hours every day. So yeah, it was nuts. It was nuts. It was really fucking cool. The theater had lights that changed depending on what happened. Right when you got to like the end of the run, it would like start glowing and the whole theater would light up. It was fucking crazy, dude. It was really fucking cool. There's some other cool shit. Let me see. Ah, here we are. This was the Bandai Namco team that I got to work with, and of course Aggie and Park and Harbor. Dist and Larksa had to leave early, so they're not in this picture, but they were there, I promise. King Nerd in the center. Yep, they put me in the center because I'm the most important. Yeah, that's me. Yeah, that's me. You might be wondering, how did I get myself in this situation? Well, I played too much video games. Yeah, really cool. Really cool stuff. All right, back to the gameplay so I can... But actually, I'm gonna actually start chatting about my experience now, because I wanted to sort of give you a picture of the event, right, and what we were doing there. Are you not a professional commentator? No. It's two different skills I quickly realized after doing it. I was really bad when I had to, but yeah, I tried my best. I really hope no one recorded that one. And speaking of recording, you are allowed to record the footage at PAX. You were allowed to record the footage at PAX. So a lot of people got out their phones, put some screenshots up, bunch of videos. So you might be able to find those on YouTube, or I don't know, wherever the fuck people are posting those. Could be anywhere. Yo, what's up, TV? The game is super difficult, man. The boss kicked our ass. Even the best players in the world, the best PvEers in the world, were getting their ass beat for a bit. Of course, they did beat them pretty quickly, and I followed suit. But yeah, no, it was shit's hard. Which I really enjoy. There's huge difficulty in this game, especially if you don't get some good weapons for your run, which is entirely possible in this game. Sometimes RNG just fucks you. Yeah, really cool. There's a bunch of videos. Yeah, very cool. But it was so much fun. It really was great working with Bandai Namco, and of course all my friends. Yo, Sentinel, thank you for the 3 months. Welcome back, dude. Do you think it'll be easier when it's multiplayer? It is multiplayer. We played trios and it was not easier. It was hard. That's what I'm talking about. Didn't even get to play solos or duos. Although I think there is going to be like some sort of solo scaling. We don't know exacts on that. So if you guys are wondering about that, I got nothing for you. Sorry. A 20% Libra clear is true. Yes. Us as... So here's how the event worked, right? We were chilling in the dome. And it was one Bandai Namco professional, right? One of the best players at Bandai Namco, and they were really good. I promise you, they were exceptional players. And then we had one of us, the influencer lord, you know. And then we would get from a third, we'd pick someone from the audience, right? They would do like a funny bit like, ooh, it's a 3-player game, but I only see 2 people. And then they'd pick someone from the audience. It was sort of cute. Anyways, so we'd get a random from the audience. They could be good or bad. We tried to get experienced players that like knew what they were doing, because they were like, all right, put your hands up if you played Elden Ring. Okay, put them up if you know, beat the night and play the network test, beat the Night Lord in the network test. And then they would pick that person, right? They'd always pick that person. But like some people would just, you know, they would fucking lie. And they would get up there and it was clear that they never played Elden Ring in their life. And that's, you know, it's fine. But man, it made the runs harder, right? When you have two really good players and one player who's never played Elden Ring before, it's hard. Even on the baby boss, it's hard, right? Even on Gladius, it was difficult. However, on our Gladius runs, which was day one, we did basically exclusively Gladius. We killed him 100% of the time. We did not die to Gladius ever, even with this buffed version, right? They buffed his damage and his health, and we still killed him 100% of the time. And then we talked to Bandai Namco, and we were like, man, we should make this more interesting, right? Like, literally everybody's getting the little winners ribbons. You know, everybody's given the t-shirts. We should make this more interesting. We should make it a lot harder. So they got the okay from FromSoft to start showing the new boss that IGN showed, Libra, which is the crazy cool, like, frenzy boss that, like, basically has MMO raid mechanics and absolutely demolished us. Like I said, yeah, 20% win rate the whole weekend, the whole last 3 days on Libra, dude. 20% win rate. Like, that's crazy, dude. And like I said, you know, you got little Aggie, Distortion, Park and Harbor, and fucking Larksa, dude. There's some of the best PvEers in the world there. And, like, I'm not bad at PvE. Like, I held my own weight for being a PvPer. I really held my own weight. I was pretty proud of that. But my God, man. Some runs were just unwinnable, dude. Sometimes you get bad RNGs. Sometimes, you know, the person from the crowd literally was asking, like, how do I use my Estus flask? And then we were in trouble. That's when I knew we were cooked. So this game really relies on three people to really know what they're doing and really just get good, honestly. So I think this game is gonna piss people off because everybody thinks it's gonna be like, oh, it's 3 players, it's like Elden Ring gank game, it's gonna be so easy, it's like summoning 3 friends. But what they don't realize is that the game is balanced around 3 players. So I think people are in for a bit of a shock when they play it, when they finally play it and start getting their ass beat, honestly. So it'll be fun, man. It'll be fun. We did, and we had an absolute blast. And like I said, the Libra boss is more about, like, learning the mechanics and adapting to them as quickly as possible, right? And there were some really, really, really tricky ones. I'm not even going to go into detail. You can search the videos if you want. I'm not going to show them here because it's something, like, it's really special to experience with, like, a group, right? And try to learn it yourself. Really cool stuff. Really cool stuff. So we basically, yeah, the difficulties there. The boss had MMO mechanics, something I've never seen in a FromSoft game before. Like, literally, it was like doing a World of Warcraft raid and dying to stuff and then thinking, oh shit, next time we gotta try something else. Let's try this, you know? It was very strange, but it was super refreshing and honestly fun. It was super fun. I liked it. I liked it a lot. MMO mechanics gonna be bad with randoms? Yeah, until people learn the game, which of course they will. It's gonna be a bad fucking time. For sure. The beginning of this game's launch, people are just gonna have no idea what they're doing. They are gonna throw so hard. You're gonna have to brace your back if you know what you're doing. Yeah. It's gonna be fun. Now a lot of you guys in chat, I see you guys asking about the replayability, about the random the randomization of the game, the enemy variety, the RNG variety. I can safely say that has slightly improved. It has improved. And I think it'll improve even more once we get to fight more Night Lords and unlock more of the game. So basically, from what I could tell, every Night Lord that you queue into at the start of a match, you pick your Night Lord that you queue into. You have to unlock them. So at the start, I think you only start with Gladius. And then eventually you can unlock Libra and the others by, you know, killing Gladius. It sort of goes sequentially, I think in terms of difficulty too. So some Night Lords are just way harder. But each Night Lord has their own pools of bosses that they can roll, right? So you see here we're doing Gladius. You get the Demi-Human Queen and Yoda, right? That's in their pool. In the pool I did, you had shit like Godskin Duo and Tibia Mariner, right? So each Night Lord, I think, has their own set of mini bosses that can roll while you're getting to them. Because we never saw these bosses once. We never saw these bosses once while we were playing. Are the layouts properly random now? So, I don't think so. There's random events, but I think the layouts are... they are random, but they are selected by a... I'm almost positive this is how it works. After playing all weekend. Because I got to play and watch, like, what, 40 plus games this weekend? Of the final game, by the way. The very final game. And I think it works in that they craft a world from the randomizer, but they select it as one of the possible worlds that you can get, right? So there's maybe like 10 different areas you can get per Night Lord, and it picks one of those 10. And then you get random enemies in each place, and then you get random events happening in each spot. So it's random in that sense. And I think that's why they didn't want it to be true random, because things might get fucky. But it's possible you might see the same exact seeds, quote unquote, in terms of the map generation. Also, I get stuck there. That was pretty funny. This is, of course, the network test that is showing on the screen because I don't have footage from the event. And if I did have footage from the event, it would be cam footage and it would be ugly as sin. So I know you guys probably don't want to see that anyways. But yeah. Yeah, definitely map variations. I think that's how they're doing it. Like lots of different map variations. But randomization inside those map variations. I think that's what's happening. And I can confidently say that I didn't see a run that was the same at all in our play sessions, you know? Usually in the network test, it would be the exact same fucking run over and over and over and over and over. And like you got to know the map, you got to know exactly what was happening, where to go. It is not the case in the final game. We played the exact same Night Lord, for 3 days, and Gladius for the 1 day, and all of them were different. Every single run was different. Every single run, some new crazy shit happened. Some new bullshit happened. You got different armor and loot and weapons. It was varied. It was extremely varied. So I had a lot more fun than I did in the network test. And a lot of my main worries from the game were gone, right? After playing the final game for PAX. I felt a huge sort of wave of relief. Like, oh God, thank God, you know. Thank God it's not super dumb. Oh, I gotta turn the music back on. But yeah, no, it's how are you playing right now? I'm not playing right now. I got to play the final game at PAX East. This is network test footage just playing in the background while I chat about it. If you're satisfied, I'm ecstatic. So I do want to talk about my worries, right? Or not my worries, but my mild disappointments. So I already told you guys that my main worry with the game was the variation and the randomization and stuff. And I wanted it to be even crazier than we already had it, right? I wanted it to have, like, you know, more than like the thunder on the dodges and the sprint storm, you know, the Zamor ice storm spawning on you and crazy shit happening. I didn't feel that crazy variation, like sort of change at all from the network test. So, you know, the runs can vary a lot and you can get some cool shit, but they didn't really add anything new from the network test or change anything too much in terms of that variation. And I feel like that's sort of like a miss, you know? Like, I want to see crazy shit. I want to see, like, I don't know, speed up your fucking attack speed, or like maybe that unlocks later, but, or maybe like you get crazier shit through like the relic system, because I did see some crazy shit that unfortunately I can't talk about. But yeah, no, it's slightly disappointing that this game isn't going to be exactly roguelike like I had hoped it would be. It's going to be more of like a very, very tight co-op Elden Ring experience, and that's fine. It's not going to be, you know, the crazy like, oh my god, like I'm stacking like attack speed and my character's like glitching out, but I can like kill the boss in 2 hits, like, you know, stuff you expect from like Risk of Rain or Binding of Isaac or like a traditional roguelike. It's just, you're not going to get that in this game, and I sort of have to accept that. And it might even be unrealistic for me to have those expectations of this game. Even though every run will be different, it's never going to get to that crazy point. You're never going to get like, oh, like this run is insane. Like, oh my god, like you will get that because you'll get like, you know, rivers of blood, and, you know, then you'll get like some bleed stacking, some double bleed stack damage buffs, like 50% damage when you bleed an enemy. You know, you stack like 25 and then you get another 25 and you're like, oh fuck. And then you start melting the bosses, and that is fun. And that is where you sort of get that holy shit, this is an insane run satisfaction. And I think that's the Elden Ring way of them doing that, and I think that's actually all right. So yeah, I have mixed feelings on that, right? I have totally mixed feelings on that. I wish they made it a little crazier. I'm sure modders will fucking take this game and go ape shit and actually do that. Like, I guarantee you the modders will make this game better, in that sort of fucked up way that I sort of desire. But yeah, it's gonna be good no matter what. It's a great game. I had so much fun. I couldn't stop playing. They had to kick me off because, you know, the other influencers had to play, and I was like, damn it. But damn it. And Monkey, thank you so much for the 20 months. Welcome back, the freaking Prime sub. Thanks, man. Yeah, there was some crazy new stuff. There's some crazy new stuff. Let me talk about the characters first. I see a lot of you guys in chat talking about the characters. Any new footage from PAX from you? Obviously I was playing and commentating, so I wasn't allowed to, like, you know, sit and record anything. Or like I could, but it was cam footage. Everyone was recording on their phones. I figured basically some of these runs would make it online anyways. And they did. I think someone in chat said there's some up already, so might be able to find people recording on their phones from PAX. It was a crazy event. And Pog Arithmetic, thank you for the 39 months. Welcome back, dude. Appreciate that. Can you show them or illegal? I mean, I don't know where they are, dude, and I don't have them, like I said. So, like I said, I'm sure they're somewhere. Probably posted them on fucking YouTube or TikTok or something. But I'm not gonna show like cam footage while I'm chatting. Because yeah, it's fucking ugly ass cam footage. And legitimately, this is pretty much the same stuff, aside from obviously, you know, a couple crazy new stuff popping up, which I'm gonna talk about. So I got to play the new characters, Raider and Iron Eye. I was not able to play the others. Of course, the Executor and Revenant. We were not able to play them or show them off, at least. But yes, lots of Iron Eye, lots of Raider, and they're super fun. They are super fun. Let me go over Iron Eye first. Iron Eye has a passive that gives your team better loot. This passive, I'm telling you, is gonna get nerfed. It's gonna get nerfed. There's no fucking way it's working like as intended. Every Iron Eye run, we got nothing but purples and legendaries from like any boss, any hard boss we did. And when we were playing without him, we got fucking blues the whole run. And I was like, where's my loot? Where's my loot? And if you watch the footage from PAX, you'll notice that when there's an Iron Eye, we basically like win because we get like stacked as hell. And he's very squishy, and he doesn't do a whole lot of damage with like bows without status. But he's good for that. He's a good support for that, which makes him like incredibly valuable to have on a team. I really hope they nerf it, because it feels like without him, like your loot sucks, dude. Like I swear to God, we didn't even see purples, dude, without him. And we were clearing the whole map doing like the hard stuff. It felt really bad. So that's one thing I'm like, Iron Eye's dumb. Anyways. Iron Eye passive, extremely overpowered, honestly. And then of course his main ability is called, I don't know what it's called, but it marks the player, right? So it's a melee ability. You go up, you like stab them, and then you do like a bloodhound step dash away from them, right? And you mark them with like his dagger. The mark does extra damage to the enemy, and it has iframes when you dash away from something. So basically it's like an escape tool and a mark. It's really fucking cool. Perfect for Iron Eye. I didn't notice the damage was that high when you mark stuff. That was one thing about the mark, is I was like, it felt a little underwhelming in terms of like the damage. And the iframes and the escape tool was the real like meat and potatoes of that ability. So it was still cool. Yeah, like you could run up and like stab your teammate and actually mark them to revive them too, which is cool. And especially because most Iron Eye use bows because they're quite squishy. He doesn't have a lot of health. It was like the perfect combo, right? Because you like run up, you mark them, dash away, and then and then they're back up. Like he's really good for like reviving your team, keeping them alive. Now next up was his ultimate ability, which was a big ass arrow, right? He does the big ass arrow, and my God, that was super strong. It like staggered everything. It had the hitbox of a fucking semi truck. It cleared out entire camps. Yeah, the golem sniper arrow. Yeah, the fucking great bow. That was insane. It literally cleared entire camps without you like even aiming at anything. You were just like, whoa, and then everything died in like the vicinity. It actually must have the hitbox of a semi truck. It's hysterical. It's really good. Of course, it was really good for revives too. I think it like instant revives people if you hit them with it. So basically, Iron Eye is pretty good. I think Iron Eye is pretty good, but he's squishy, right? He's very, very squishy. So he's hard to play. He's sort of like Recluse in that way. And that he's sort of a squishy baby, but he does a lot. Very cool. Very cool. Chainsaw hitbox, actually. Anyways, that's Iron Eye. I really like him. I think his passive is busted. Everything else is totally fine. I think he's balanced. Really cool character. Like, I enjoyed playing him a lot. But the Bandai Namco people, that was their favorite. So they often played Iron Eye and sort of carried everybody. They got so many wins on him against the Libra boss where we were like dying, and they just like pop, 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 pop. Just slow and steady damage with the bow and super safe damage, right? Like aside from that, it's just super safe damage over time. Pelting away at the boss. Okay, now I'm going to talk about the next character I got to play. Raider. Raider, a lot of people have been wondering about Raider. The strength guy. The strength build. Holy shit. You know, I love me a good charged R2 and jump attack. And Raider is the epitome of strength build. He's so good. His passive allows him to tank through anything and everything in the entire game with his 2 abilities, right? Like it literally lets him just poise through it, 0 damage. It's in nuts. He is insane. His abilities are what makes him exceptional, right? He basically has a big like charged like punch that you're able to charge. You're able to charge, and if you counterattack, it does even more damage, and it lasts like a little longer. He's like, and you like punch the shit out of him. It's really strong. It does, number one, it does a lot of damage and a lot of stagger. You are constantly staggering people as Raider if you time it right. He's super strong. So that's his ability, is the punch, and his ultimate ability is the pillar. He summons a big pillar. He takes his knife and he stabs into the ground. It takes a while. He has iframes during the entire animation. So he's like, and he puts a pillar into the ground. The pillar spawns. It does, again, you guessed it, massive damage and massive stagger damage. But more than that, it spawns this big ass pillar that often I found trapped bosses inside of it, which was a little like scuffed. It was a little funny because like you can't like hit them and they can't hit you. They're just like trapped inside. So sometimes it like paused the fight, which was like a good thing and a bad thing. It was very scuffed and really funny. I enjoyed it a lot, but really Raider, all it comes down to is big damage, big stagger. I didn't really find a use for the pillar aside from, you know, randomly like keeping a boss inside of it for like 10 seconds. You know, it was like 5-10 seconds with the pillar lasts. You can't break it. It is a fixed duration. But it was fun as fuck. He was super fun. I really liked Raider a lot. If you like strength characters, he's literally Unga Bunga guy. Look at this T-pose, by the way, in the network test. It's so funny. But yeah, Raider was sick. Raider was one of my favorites. Definitely a highlight. I'm going to play him, actually. I think I'm going to play him a lot in the full game. Because, yeah, again, his pillar did massive AoE damage, so it was good for, number one, doing damage, but number two, reviving your teammates, right? If 2 people were down, you could run up, get iframes, stab the ground, stun the boss, and revive your teammates at the exact same time. And be safe on top of the pillar if you needed to heal, right? So it was like a triple whammy. He was incredibly strong. And he had a shit ton of health. I forgot about that. Raider get a lot of HP, like tons. And I feel like that's going to be obviously important. You know how many times I tell people to level their vigor? Well, it's more like picking, you know, Birdman has the most HP, I think. Wilder, Raider, those characters are extremely powerful and safe characters that I think a lot of people are going to gravitate to because of their large health pools. Also, wow, I got fucked. Yeah, really, really cool. So the 2 new characters I got to play were really fun. I think that's really all I have to say about the characters. You guys have any other questions about the final game that I got to play? I see a lot of people asking about the map. Of course, the map is the same. You know, it's Limveld. But again, there's like different variations of it, especially more. There was a lot more than the network test. And I really appreciated that because no 2 runs were really the same. Was there much more variety? No, certainly not. But it was better. It was a lot better. Boss variety. So I talked about this earlier, but each Night Lord has, at least for the first time running them, it has set boss pools that it can roll. I think day 1 has 3 bosses that it can cycle between, and day 2 has another 3 bosses they can cycle between. So you might think like, oh, only 6 bosses per Night Lord. And that's what I said. I was like, I don't think that's right. So I think the more you play, the more bosses will unlock, right? It's just like an early game thing to make it easier to ease players into it. My assumption is that the more you play, the more bosses you unlock for everyone, right? And there might even be like a new game plus mode where the game like actually starts and that randomizes like everything. That is my assumption, but I really need to, it's like, I need to get my hands on this game. I need to play through it for a long time. Of course, we're going to. And then I can say, yes, it has true variety, true RNG. It's much better than we could have imagined. Like, yeah. Did you try any solo runs? We couldn't. The event was trios only, right? Because it was a Bandai Namco employee, an influencer, so me, or one of the other 4 that got invited, and then someone from the audience, right? Because that was the whole idea of the event. This is gameplay from the beta? Yes, the gameplay you're watching is from the network test, not the event that I went to. How's the Duke's dear Freya? I'm so glad someone asked. Freya was so fucking cool to fight in Elden Ring. It was surreal, dude. That was one of the highlights. Was like, oh my god, Dark Souls 2 boss. Like, it was so cool. We knocked off her head. It rolled around like a soccer ball, like usual. It was fucking amazing. I was like, oh my god, yes. I was so happy. Yeah, it was fucking great. The laser beam was like a little scuffed. You know, Freya's laser beam? It was like a little scuffed. It like went like over me. I was like, what the hell? I don't know if they're gonna fix that because this is the final game, but it wasn't like the day 1 patch. But her laser beam, literally, I sat in front of it and it went over my head. It might have been the terrain because you never know where you're gonna fight the boss, right? You fight him in different areas, so they may have just not made the hitbox big enough. It was like super thin laser. It was really funny. I was like, oh, okay, I guess I'll just keep on hitting you in the face. Freya's arena was pretty flat. That's the thing, is you fight bosses in different areas every single time because it is random to a degree. So like you could fight Freya in like a flat place. You could fight her on a hill. I fought her on a hill when I fought her. I'm almost positive. So they overcorrected the laser. Yeah, exactly. They were worried about people complaining about Dark Souls 2 hitboxes, you know? They were like, oh man, Dark Souls 2 hitboxes made their way into this game. They were like, oh, we don't want that. That's like probably exactly what happened, I swear to God. Goofy. So yeah, that was fun. That was super fun. Do you think unlocking new Light Lords unlocks new variations of the map? Yes. Yes, I think that's almost exactly what's happening. And speaking of that, now I'm just gonna like randomly talk about things I remember and that come up. There was a new event. There was a new event where you would walk into it and the whole place was like super dark, right? It was like foggy as hell and like just dark, and you couldn't see shit. But what happened there was you would get attacked by Nightfarer NPCs, like in Nightfarer invaders, dude. Like literally you'd get invaded. So we got invaded by Wilder, we got invaded by Duchess, and we got invaded by the NDA character that we couldn't talk about. They were like, look away. They were like, look away, don't fight him. I was like, wait, what? Yeah, so it was really funny. Like a lot of the times, like I had to like just run away from stuff because we weren't supposed to show them off yet. The randomization like sort of like spoiled shit. So I think someone got some like video or pictures of that moment, but I can't even talk about it. So I'll just say that happened at one point and it was hilarious. Like literally the Bandai Namco people were yelling at me. They were like, you got it? No, don't. And I was like, okay. Because they haven't announced them yet. It was really funny. They didn't think about that. Oh man. Yeah, it was hysterical. But yeah, so that's an event that can happen, is basically NPC invasions, right? They have cool NPC invasions. I was like, man, they should have put They should have put real invasions in if they're gonna put NPC invasions in, those cowards. Anyways, yeah, it was fucking hysterical. Someone asked about the lore. There is a lot of lore. I can't go into details about the lore. They specifically told us not to, but there's a whole fucking thing about lore. And honestly, it seems like a huge main focus of Nightreign is lore. I was shocked and surprised. I think it's great. So if you're a big lore guy, especially circling around the characters, it's so cool. It's really cool. What's up, Itsumi? Good to see him. Oroboro. Yep. How did you hear about the lore from playing? Yeah, I played the full game. I can't really like talk about too much, right? I can talk about the things that were shown at the event, but I can't talk about like there's other stuff I just can't talk about, right? Like stuff that I saw outside of the event from just like dicking around. But yes, it was a good time. Is there PvP? No, not in this game. We did it! Yay! Look at that. Night Lord fell. Any skins unlocked? So we had access to the 3 skins for each character. It was what is Dusk and Darkness. Dusk and Darkness skins for each character. The Dusk skin was like the sort of the white and the gold skin for each character. I'm gonna play another video here. Yeah, I'm just basically putting this. You're watching network test footage, old network test footage, in the background while I talk about my experience playing the final game at PAX East. In case anyone was wondering what the hell's happening, right? I'm like, wait a minute, this is a network test. Yeah, you know. I'm guessing you can't talk about the achievements. I can't talk about the achievements now. Were the dungeons in Limveld also randomized? Yes, everything is randomized to a degree, right? Everything is randomized to a degree. Do you think that leaves room for actual PvP? No, there's not gonna be PvP in this game ever. Until someone mods it in. How does solo work? I don't know. They wouldn't let us show that off or talk about the matchmaking or anything, so we don't know. Sorry. How much of the game did you play? We were only allowed to play the 2 new Nightfarers, Iron Eye and Raider, alongside the original 4. So we weren't able to try the last 2, Executor and Revenant. I did try all the characters besides those 2. They were great. I talked about it earlier. And we were only allowed to fight 2 Night Lords. Gladius was number 1, the dog that you're familiar with from the network test, and a brand new boss, Libra, which was psycho. We had 100% win rate on Gladius. He was easy, even with his buffs, with his damage and health buffs. He was trash. Because you can fight Gladius like a normal boss, and we fought him so many times. You know, they brought in professionals, Little Aggie, Distortion, Larksa, Park and Harbor, like all of them have like beaten Elden Ring with like a dance pad, like unironically. So for them, Gladius was cake. But then Libra came in and was more like an MMO raid boss where they had like insane mechanics and sort of stuff that you had to learn on the run, you know, like while it was happening. And it was extremely punishing if you did the wrong thing, like you would instantly die. And sure enough, yeah, people from the crowd would instantly die. We instantly died when we first had started. It was the day when we switched from Gladius to Libra to mix things up was rough. It was a rough fucking day. It was almost all losses. It was hysterical. Day 1 and 2 bosses actually hard. Several teams died to the day 1 and 2 bosses. Like literally we died to day 1 and 2 bosses. So yeah, they are not pushovers. And you know what's funny? If we died early, we had to just play B-roll, right? They would have to turn on the B-roll footage. Shut the fuck up, Chase. Shut the fuck up, Chase. Can't wait to play this game with you, Chase, by the way, you bitch. It's gonna be a good time. Dark Souls, Elden Ring are in the same universe? No, that is not true at all. Elden Ring, Nightreign is just like a fun little spin-off game with like, it's a fun little party game. You know, it's just, they're having fun with it. They're having fun with it. The lore is not canon, essentially. Yeah, so someone asked about the Shadow of the Erdtree weapons. I personally checked the training grounds. They are not in the final game. So, I am assuming that they're going to be in the DLC for Nightreign, right? You know, there's like a DLC you can buy that's coming out later this year. Almost guarantee you that's going to come with what? 2 new characters and all of the Shadow of the Erdtree weapons. So, yeah, that's I think that's how they're doing it. So in the base game of Nightreign, you won't have backhand blades or like great swords. No miladies. Sorry to say, you'll have to wait just a little longer and buy the DLC. Do you think solo runs will be viable? They have talked about solo doing something for solo. So yes, probably is my answer. Does it have local co-op? No, it doesn't have like a split screen. No. You think we'll have Dark Souls weapons? No. How's the net code? So at our event, we were right next to each other, right? So it was perfect, right? There was no delay. It felt like magic, right? It felt like, you know, when you play rollback on a fighting game and it just works. But we were in the same room. So when we're half a world away, it's going to be different. It's probably going to be like the network test where it was noticeably improved. There was noticeably improved netcode. But, you know, it's still online. It's still going to have hiccups and it's still peer-to-peer. So, because, you know, let's be honest, FromSoft doesn't do dedicated server. So, but I mean, it works. It works just fine. It's really not an issue for a game like this. Is this the music playing main menu music? Yep. I got the main menu music going while I chat. In-game voice chat? No in-game voice chat. There are pings, which apparently have had improvements, but I didn't notice any. You can ping stuff. You can ping places on the map. Yeah, lots of stuff. I think they fucked up by not making it crossplay. FromSoft doesn't even know how to do crossplay, yet alone like multiplayer. So it's a miracle that, I don't know, this game exists and functions. So yeah, it's a bit of a bummer because that would have been neat. That would have been really nice. I would have loved crossplay, but oh well. The game is so fucking good. So yeah, it's impossible to get Sony to agree to crossplay. It's not FromSoft's fault. I don't know. In the recent years, Sony's been a lot more lenient. You know, like 5 years ago, you could argue that, but I don't think so anymore. I think this is definitely FromSoft. As much as I love them, and I think they can do no wrong, I think this is that's definitely on FromSoft, just not adding it in, just not knowing how or having the means to. Okay. What else? Do you guys have any questions? Do you guys have any other questions about what I experienced at PAX? It was such a good time, chat. I really had fun. It was an opportunity of a lifetime. I think this is the coolest event I've been to, chat. Because, number one, I got to meet a lot of you guys, right? That was a highlight. Like, a lot of you guys came in and said hi to me. Some of you guys even got to play with me, right? And it was so fucking cool meeting you. If any of you guys are here, I love you. I hope you had fun at PAX. Yeah, that was definitely my favorite part, is meeting fans. It was so fucking cool. Meeting people that have like been watching me for however long. It was just great to meet them. Although admittedly chat, my second favorite part was playing with a live audience, dude. It was like a surreal. It was fucking crazy. Playing Elden Ring specifically in front of a live audience was very like, whoa. It was super fun. We had 50 people. 50. Actually, no, we fit 75. I forget. We started to get rid of. They got rid of our chairs for other people to watch, and I was like, yeah, that's fine. You know, I don't mind standing. Yeah. So they tried to fit 75 people in that little dome every day. Per session, per hour, because this ran what, 45 minutes per run. So it was like the perfect amount of time to, you know, refuel, prepare for the next run, and like switch everybody out if we needed to. Yeah, playing with a live audience, like I said, it was super cool. Like anything I did that was even remotely impressive, like rolling through like a Crucible Knight's attacks, like I parried him, and like the crowds were so good. The crowds were really, really good. The audience was like super reactive, and they would just fucking go ape shit for like any little thing we did. You know, it was fun as hell. So like I started pairing the Crucible Knight over and over, and like the crowd was like, yeah, like fuck yeah, oh my god, like cheering. It was so fucking funny. Like I almost started laughing because it was so ridiculous. It was like something that I thought was so trivial and not very impressive. The crowds of PAX thought it was like the coolest shit ever. And I was like, yeah, because I'm so used to chat calling me like shit and like garbage. They're like, oh man, you fucking suck, dude. It was such a nice, refreshing change of pace from people calling me like bad, even though I beat the game at like New Game Plus 7. It's like, man, this is sort of nice, you know? Like, yeah. It was so fun. It was a really good event. Again, people really getting into it. They were having a good time. You're pretty mid, I know. But yeah. That was the experience of the event. It was just cool. It was just cool to play for like a live audience instead of like just chat like I normally do. No offense to you, chat. No offense to you, chat, at all. I love you guys so much. I'm glad to be home. I missed you. But yeah, it was a crazy experience. It was a crazy experience for sure. Revenant? No, I can't talk about Revenant or what is it? Executor is whatever. Executor. I can't talk about them. I'm sorry. Yeah, there's a lot of variation, but it's more or less slightly better than the network test in terms of the items you get and the buffs, right? There was a couple more new ones that were really cool, but a lot of it was exactly like the network test. But the actual map variations and the events going on and the enemies and the bosses were a lot more varied. So like I said, it was fun forever. I was not getting bored. A whole fucking 4 days of us playing. None of us were bored. We wanted to play more, like constantly. That's about to be IGN exclusive info. Probably, yeah. Are you more confident in the variety now? Yeah, I am. Again, I'm disappointed that it's not like super crazy like I sort of wanted it to be. Like I wanted to have like Risk of Rain like bullshit, like 7,000 attacks a second, but this game isn't going for that. It's going for a more grounded roguelike. As you'll see with this run, this is sort of what they're going for. Is like, I get some crazy shit in this run you're watching. You know, everything just comes together, right? Like, let's say you're going for a bleed build, right? And then you get, you know, more damage on bleed, and then you get more damage on bleed again. And then you get the, you know, Mohg's Talisman, which increases your damage. You know, essentially Vare's Mask. And then you get Rivers of Blood. You know, stuff like that synergizes well with what you're doing. Or like what the boss you're going for is weak to. Can be huge. It can be huge. Oh my god, Tanner! Oh my god. I keep tying to stealth troll here, but you're ignoring me. I'm not ignoring you, bitch. I'm gonna mod you. Or not mod you. No, I'm gonna VIP you. Tanner, it's so good to see you. Chat, let's give it up. Let's give it up for freaking Tanner in the chat. He was a GOAT this weekend. He's got that sweet VIP freaking badge now. He carried me so many times. He was the Iron Eye god. He's literally the best, probably the best Iron Eye in the world. And that's not an exaggeration. The amount of times he got clutch 2-player reses and boss stuns with the Iron Eye ult with the one-shot arrow was crazy, dude. Like the rando from the crowd and the rando being me were like getting fucking rolled by the boss, and Tana would fucking like fucking double kill us and res us both instantly. John Rain himself. You know, it's great to see you, Tanner. Thanks again, dude, for inviting me out. I had such a good fucking time, man. I'm so fucking hyped for this game. It was a good weekend. It was a good weekend, man. Yeah, it's good to see you. Yo, Raphael Jansen. Thank you for the 43 months. Welcome back. Let's go. I'm sitting here going, I wish I was playing Nightreign right now. Wait, hello? You can just fucking play it. You're one of the only people who can. Why don't you go play it? You can't even say that. I know it's not the same without people to play with, though. Yeah, sneak into the office. Yeah. Sleeping Micah. Yeah, he's on duty. Fell asleep at his chair, probably. Oh man. Yeah. Okay. All right. Let's talk more about Nightreign. I know the people yearn for Nightreign. Yo, Shy. What's up, dude? It's so good to see you, man. Holy shit, dude. Everybody's coming on in here. Chat, Shy was the professional commentator for the PAX Elden Ring event, the PAX Nightreign event. He was fucking goated. Yo, can we get some claps again for fucking Shy? We're getting everybody. We're getting everybody who worked at the event here, dude. Welcome on in, guys. So good to see you. Yeah, I hope you're doing great, man. Hope you made it home safe. And of course, Scarecrow. Thank you for the 25 months. Thanks so much, dude. I think you mentioned in the AMA yesterday on Reddit that Iron Eye's passive is busted. Yeah, it is. Does that also apply to Silver Foulfoot? And we just didn't notice it? That's a very good question. Almost likely. It's most likely that they apply and stack it, yes. The commentary was hype, dude. Shy and Jake did such a good job. They made it like fucking hype as hell. You see here I'm ignoring the storm and it does like 2 damage. In the final game it does probably more than double the damage. Probably does more than double that. So you can't like cheese the storm anymore. You have to respect it. If you get caught in the storm, you're fucked. A lot of players that weren't paying attention, that like joined us, had no idea, and they got caught and they just instantly died, right, and lost the level. And Hembrand, thank you so much for the 143 months. Welcome back, Hembrand. Good to see you, baby. That's a long fucking time, dude. That's insane. 143 months. Old. Thanks, man. Are builds flexible as you play? Do you need to lock in? No. You can definitely be flexible with your build. If you find something, if you find like a legendary weapon, a lot of the time you can just fucking use it and you'll be fine. However, if you can go for certain passives like more damage on bleed and then you switch to a non-bleed weapon, obviously you're sort of, it's a bit of a waste, right? So in a way, yes. In a way, no. Oh my God, Samantha! Samantha, oh my God, literally everybody's here. It's Super Smash Brothers. Samantha, thank you so much for resubbing. Welcome freaking back. It's so good to see you. And it was so fucking good to meet you again at freaking PAX, even if it was just for a moment. I wish we had more time. Thanks so much for the freaking sub. God, it's a party in my chat today. Let me put that sweet music back on. Goodness, so good to see you all. Thanks so much for stopping by, guys. We're just talking about my experience and, you know, nerding out about this game and that I'm super excited for. It's a good time. It's a good time. How good is Nightreign according to you? I think it's excellent. I think it's gonna be a great fucking game. I think a lot of my worries about the game are gone now after playing it for the whole weekend. Yeah, I think it's definitely gonna be good. Paulo QS, thank you for the freaking 28 months. Thanks so much for that resub. How's it going? Let's fucking go. And freaking Samantha, thank you for the freaking gifted sub. The Tanner. Oh my goodness. Look at that. Thank you so much. How dare you? Welcome on in, guys. The commentary was Evo level. It was fucking hype as hell, dude. Like I said, Shy and Jake did an excellent job. Did you play on set seeds or were they randomized? They were randomized. They're randomized to a degree, I should say, but a much higher degree than the network test, which was, again, one of the reasons I'm like reassured now. There was no 2 runs were the same that whole fucking weekend, all 4 days of PAX. Heartman the Healer! Heartman the Healer, welcome back for the 15 months. Welcome back. Love your streams, nerd. Thank you. Dude, what is happening? Triscott Cannon, thank you for the gifted sub. The Shy, welcome on in, dude. Let's fucking go. Enjoy those emotes, dude. Welcome on in, Shy. So good to have you. And call Mower for the 32 months. God damn. You guys, what is happening? Thank you all so much for the subs and donations. Jesus. I love you all so much. So glad you're as excited as I am for Nightreign. Man. Did not get to try solo play. We know little to nothing about it. Unfortunately, can't really tell you much. Sorry, guys. Everyone asking about solo play. From what I can tell, there is something for it. That's all I know, and all I can really say. What relics did you have? Just a bunch of random relics, like nothing too crazy that I can talk about. There were some interesting ones, and there's some that you're really gonna enjoy once the full game comes out. I promise. They're really cool. But unfortunately, I can't reiterate on that too much. Do you think a bow build will be viable? Yes. Yes. Our boy Tanner in the chat here fucked shit up with the bow the whole weekend. He literally carried our runs, just slowly pelting away at range. It feels better. It's faster. It's got quicker recovery. Bow's got like giga buffed, right? However, the damage is still low. The damage is still low compared to melee, obviously. I think the key is getting a bow with status, right? If you see like a bleed bow, you essentially just like win. Frost, stuff like that. Yeah, lower damage, but super consistent. And it just felt better. They felt better to use. Like they definitely felt better. No nameless king, guys. No nameless king. We didn't see any crazy, too many crazy stuff. It was so nice watching all use consumables and greases. Yeah, right. I was finally towards the beginning. I was like, I forgot about the consumables, but you know, even on the second day, I was popping those things like crazy, dude. You know, using the greases on like every boss, like popping with the crab. Yeah, it was nice to try to remember to keep the buffs up. Try to get 100% uptime on them. That was huge. That's a good point, Chime. Are you coming out for our Summer Game Fest? So, Samantha, I would really love to, and I really wanted to because I got invited, but I can't. That's prime Nightreign time. That would be like, what, 4 days I would be gone? 1 for the show and 3 for the actual days. Like, I can't take that time. It's way too, you know, I'm going to be streaming Nightreign. So if it was any other, make a setup in your hotel room, I wish. I really want to, like, especially this year, but yeah, it's just bad timing. It's bad timing. Like literally 6 days after Nightreign, I just can't swing it. So I would love to. Dorito Pope invited you? I know. I'm so sad about it. I'm really sad about it, but I'm, you know. What can you do? What can you do? I'll be streaming like 24/7 this game. Yeah. So, any DLC weapons in Nightreign? No, but they were probably going to be in the DLC for Nightreign. So the Elden Ring DLC weapons will be in the Nightreign DLC. Almost guaranteed. I can't confirm it because I just don't know, but I mean, come on. You know, it's weird that they're missing. They're strangely missing, right? So that's what I'm assuming. Is there a better ping system? I have been told that there is, but I did not notice it. I will say I did not notice it. And thank you guys for answering questions that I can't answer. I know yeah, Tanner and Shai talking in the chat here, answering the stuff that I just can't get to. I appreciate that. How many skins each character had? So, we were only able to show off the 3 like base skins for each character, which is the what is it? The Dawn and Darkness skins. But as we know from watching the newest trailer, there's a lot more than that. There's a lot more than that. So I don't know what's going on with that. And I even if I did, I probably couldn't tell you. I'm sorry. Can any weapon be legendary? Are they pre-specified? So the legendary weapons, if you play the network test, are all like, you know, Rivers of Blood, you know, Moonveil, Darkmoon Greatsword. They're all like the actual legendary weapons in Elden Ring, right? So they're the ones with like unique weapon arts and that are just generally more powerful than the others. Microtransactions for the skins? Nope. No microtransactions in Elden Ring or Nightreign at all. Those are all going to be unlockable through in-game currency and just playing the game, right? Imagine that. Imagine that. Imagine a game without microtransactions and really cool skins. Impossible. Yeah, this game's goated, chat. I'm telling you, as it should be. Yeah, it's sad that people expect not that, right? It's sad that people are like, whoa, really? Skins that you just unlock by playing? That's crazy. Like, that's actually pathetic that the norm is so fucking bad that that's crazy to people, right? Like, man, we've fallen so far. I keep seeing people mention Bloodborne stuff. Are they just lying? Yes, they're lying. There's no Bloodborne stuff in this game. Are there more characters that haven't been shown off yet? Yep, there's 2 more. There's going to be 8 characters in the game. There's 2 unannounced characters. The, Executor and Revenant, which we haven't seen. We know their names, but that's literally it. So, guess look forward to the character trailers coming hopefully soon. Game a lot better than the technical test. It was much better than the technical test. It was so much better. Each run felt truly different and unique. Compared to the other stuff, yeah, it was great. It was really good. Like I said, no 2 runs were the same all weekend long. We played 4 days at PAX. 4 days, 8 hours every single day. And really, there wasn't like a run where I was like, oh man, like, I've been here, I've done exactly this, I've gotten exactly this weapon, this happened last time. That happened a lot in the network test, and it did not happen once in the full game. So I'm happy to say that. I'm happy to say that. I think they cooked. And yeah, it was a network test. It was very extremely fixed seeds. Now, I think there's still fixed seeds for the actual maps, but I think there's several of them. That's my guess, is that they select randomly from like 10 pre-made maps and then randomize everything on those maps. And that's where the randomization comes in. You know, so you don't get like really like fucking weird stuff, like mountains like spawning into each other, or like weird shit happening. Like churches like, you know, being like inaccessible or something weird. So it's not true random, but they're randomized in their pre-made seeds, right? In their pre-made maps. So I think that's a good compromise, right? I think that's a good compromise to make the game feel more polished and just to have everything work, right? It makes sense because of how the world is like crafted, right? You can't like basically put it into like with Lego blocks, you know? Game of the year potential? Maybe. There's some heavy hitters this year. Claire Obscure, fucking Monster Hunter, but there's a chance. There's always a chance. Game as Monster Hunter type gameplay loop. Yes. So Shy was talking about that. Me and Shy were talking about that, how it's really cool. So, basically, you know, if you're having trouble on a boss, you can grind up relics, which are permanent upgrades for your characters on previous Night Lords that are obviously going to be easier to kill because you've killed them already, to get certain things to counter the next boss, right? So, for example, if you guys didn't see Libra, he's a madness boss. He does lots of madness. He makes everybody crazy. Equipping a frenzy rune that you could farm off of Gladius, like, significantly helps. Significantly helped with dealing with Libra and his madness phases, right? It made it just so much more manageable. So there's probably going to be loadouts that you'll switch to depending on the Night Lord that you want to hunt, right? Because you pick the Night Lord at the start. So if you're like, all right, guys, we're going to do Libra, everybody pulls out their frenzy resist runes, right? So that's where the sort of like farming Monster Hunter loop comes in, you know? You're like, oh shit, I'm dying to, you know, the Great Jagras. I'm going to farm up, you know, baby Jaggy parts and buff my defense up and get some better skills, you know? It's sort of that you know, grind up and make it a little easier and counter the next Night Lord that you're going into. It's really fucking cool. It's really fucking cool. That I thought was interesting. So, yeah, I'm a big fan. Turns out I'm a big fan. What are the yellow orb collectibles? What do they do? I'm not going to talk about it. I'm not going to talk about it because I don't want to spoil it for anybody. I want everybody to figure that out like we did. Because, you know what's funny? We asked the same thing. We asked Bandai Namco when we were playing. We're like, yo, like, what is going on here? Like, how do we kill the boss? You know, like, what are the mechanics? And they wouldn't tell us. They were like, yeah, figure it out for yourself. So, that's probably why we had a 20% win rate against him. Because, you know, they were letting us figure it out on our own, which was honestly half the fun. Honestly, it was half the fun. And yeah, a lot of people got robbed of their I Kill the Night Lord t-shirts. But we got the coolest learning experience ever. And I got to tell you guys that it was the most satisfying experience like ever. It was felt like, if you guys have ever done a raid in an MMO, like any MMO, and you finally got down the mechanics with your team and learned how to do everything yourself, and you know, everybody does their job and everybody all comes together to kill the boss. It's like, it's that feeling in Elden Ring, which was bizarre, but it's so fucking good. It's like, it's the best. It was fantastic. Yeah, it was a extremely gratifying experience. That's what I'll say. So I'm really thankful they didn't tell us, because it would have been way less fun. Yeah. It is sort of like that. If you know what the mechanics are going into the fight, it makes it a lot easier, right? So if you look up like all the Nightreign bosses, I'm sure you're gonna be able to tackle them. It's gonna be hard. It's still gonna be hard, but it's gonna be more manageable, right? It's gonna be slightly more manageable. But yeah, let's answer some more questions in the chat. Let's answer some more questions. How long is the average run? Exactly the same as the network test, as in 45 minutes. 45 minutes is like the average run, I think. 45 to 50 minutes. So about an hour. Are you playing right now? No, I wish. I played all weekend long, the final version of the game. I got to play it at PAX East. Bandai Namco were nice enough to invite me out to play it, so this is just network test footage you're watching right now. But we are talking about the final game. Anything new about the bosses you can fill us in on? Unfortunately not, no. I just know that there's a lot of them, and I think they're going to be a lot of fun. What class are you most excited for? I love Wilder. I think Wilder's probably my favorite. However, I cannot wait for Executor. Executor looks so much fucking fun. He looks so cool. I cannot wait to play him. I want to see him. So, yeah, I'm excited for Sekiro guy, essentially. I want to deflect the world. Definitely going to be maining Wilder. I might main Wilder. Yeah, Executor, the Pokemon, yeah. That's right. It's not crossplay? No, it's not. I'm a bird main off rip. Dude, the Guardian is so fucking good. He has so much health. His dodge is sort of shit with his little like truffle shuffle, but he's so strong. And yeah, if you just block stuff and take aggro, you can do work. And also his ult instant reses people in an AoE, even if they're 3 pips down, right? If they die 3 times, and you gotta like hit them like for an hour. You just ult them and they instantly revive. It's crazy strong. So yeah, blocking is really, really powerful still. Is Raider good? Raider's great. Yeah, I loved Raider. He was super, super strong. So much damage and stagger on literally everything he did. Lots of iframes, lots of poise. It was super fun. However, something really cool that I noticed is that each Nightfarer or class has a unique weapon that they start with. You guys already know this, but I'm almost positive that it works like this. If Wilder equips any greatsword class weapon, he gets his unique greatsword moveset, right? And I don't think anyone else gets that anymore, at least. And I think the same goes. That's how it was in the network test. Yeah. So I think every character has a unique moveset with their weapon class, their chosen weapon class. Guardian does cool shit with the halberd. Duchess with the daggers. They get that unique moveset, which I think is a nice little touch, and they seem really good. So that's a neat little detail that I sort of figured out. It's associated with the class, not the weapon. Yeah, exactly. So a lot of you guys are confused. I was invited out to PAX East this weekend. I played the final version of the game for 4 days. Thanks to Bandai Namco, they invited me out to play and commentate on the event. I took turns commentating with the casters. I did a terrible job, but I tried my best. Commentating, not playing. I fucking nailed it when I was playing. You know, we all have our strengths. We all have our strengths and weaknesses. But it was a lot of fun, right? It was fucking. Aw, thank you, Shy. I appreciate you. I appreciate you, Shy. I appreciate you. Yeah. I don't know. I did okay. I did an okay job casting. But, could steal my job. Okay, alright. I don't know about that. Also easy, Night Lord defeated. So what you're watching right now is old network test gameplay. Because, the gameplay that was captured at the event could only be captured on the phone. And, yeah, I don't want to fucking play phone footage because, let's be honest, that's going to be awful. But as you can see, yeah, that was absolutely insane run with Rivers of Blood there. I want to talk more about the actual game itself. There's a lot of other stuff that we'll start from the beginning here. I haven't got to yet. Duos? I don't think so. Is the main story 6 hours long? If you're fucking professional speedrunner. Oh, this is the bird up run. This is the bird up run. No, in fact, it wouldn't even be... You'd have to... Yeah, you couldn't speedrun it in 6 hours. It's actually impossible. Because I think there's a lot more Night Lords. And it would have to be... You'd have to kill each Night Lord minimum like 45 minutes, right? Maybe people will speedrun it in 6 hours, but yeah, you ain't beating it in 6 hours. I'm not beating it in 6 hours. This is gonna be a long game to get through everything for sure. I mean, God, it took us fucking multiple days to kill one Night Lord. And we're professionals, so yeah, it's gonna be rough. It's gonna be fun though. I crave the struggle. I crave the pain. Why are you playing it? Because it's fun. Interesting question. Are you gonna have a community code? So I don't think it works like in base Elden Ring where you can like do a community code and like set down messages, because there's no messages. You're like, you know, you're gaming. But are you worried about little content? I mean, they have the entirety of Elden Ring to pull content from. So not at all. No. This is so goofy. I forgot how dumb this run was. Did you talk about permanent upgrades already? Music's a bit loud. Is it really? I can turn the music down, actually. Someone said it was quiet before. But you know, permanent upgrades are in forms of relics, and the better you do in the run, the better relics you get, right? Yeah, how is the volume, chat, for the music? Is it loud? Music's fine? Okay. Any new boss invasions? So believe it or not, we actually didn't get boss invaded at all during our runs, which was interesting. Yeah, that never happened. Most of the time we did the new boss, Libra. So it might be a late game thing that enables. We didn't see it in our Gladius runs either, which was very interesting. So I'm almost positive that they turned on the boss invasions for the network test, just so people could experience them, but it's like a later game thing that unlocks. I think you have to get further into the game. How many hours did you play? Oh man. A lot. A lot. I don't know. We played basically all weekend. I didn't play like, you know, 24/7 all weekend. We took turns. Like, I got the most time out of everybody because, I don't know, Bandai Namco loves me. But it was a good time. It was a good time. Only 8 Night Lords in the base game. Yep, 8 Night Lords in the base game, 2 in the DLC. So 10 total eventually. What was the craziest random event that happened? Oh shit, this, oh, I forgot to, okay. I'm glad you asked that, Latin. So, there was an event. Total playtime was about 40 hours for the whole con. That's crazy. That's crazy. Thank you, Tanner. Yeah. Shy's already laughing. Shy's already fucking peeing his pants. Yeah, there's an event. There's a fucking event in the game where these evil flies spawn on top of you and explode, right? Constantly explode. And what happens is if you get hit by the explosion that constantly spawns on you, you fucking lose a level. You literally get level drained. They take away a level, which is like hours of progress in a run. And yeah, that would just randomly happen and just destroy runs. We would just be like, there would be so many runs where it would be going like, dude, this is the run, this is the god run. And then yeah, we would literally get King Alon soul sucked by stupid little bugs that would spawn on top of us and drain our levels. And what it said, it was like, it had an ominous message. It was like, your levels have been stolen. Be sure to find the boss and kill them to get them back. Like a lot of the time, we didn't have time to do that. So we were just like fucking cooked. So basically don't get hit by that if that happens to you. That happened a lot and it fucking sucked. There was a run where someone went from level 7. There was a run from someone went to level 7 to level 1. Tell them about the level 14 bird incident. Oh god, what was that like? What was that, like 7 levels? He got hit over and over. Oh man, yeah, they were fucking in it to win it. They were fucking in it to win it, and yeah, bird up except down, way down leveled. Oh my god, dude, it was just so fucking annoying and sad. And I got used to it, right? I got used to it and started to dodge it, and then I didn't get hit by it. I didn't get hit by it after that, but it takes like, you know, it's really funny to watch It's really funny and fucked up to watch people literally get hit by it over and over, and like, it's fucked up, man. That was just fucked up. That was like FromSoft, like just evil. Like, people are gonna rage so hard at this game, man. Like, they are gonna be upset. They are definitely gonna get salty. It's nasty. That was the nastiest shit ever, dude. I can't believe they have that in the game. So, yeah, watch out for that. Oh, the Deathrite bird incident. That's what you're talking about. Okay, all right. So chat never. So yeah, that was the craziest event that happened. It was fucking psycho and evil. Oh my god, I'm dead basically. I'm dead basically. Thank you so much for the Prime sub, dude. Welcome back. Enjoy those emotes. Thank you. But yeah, I want to talk about chat. Have you ever played what is that game? Darkest Dungeon, right? Darkest Dungeon. He says overconfidence is a slow and insidious killer, and it is. We had a run. We had a fucking run where we got level 14. We were level 14. We had all bleed weapons ready for this boss that was weak to bleed. We had all the best weapons in the game. We had like health buffs. We had everything. Literally, it was the best run of the entire weekend without a fucking doubt, and it wasn't even close. Our second day boss was the Deathrite bird. And we were chunking him, we were shitting on him. None of us even got hit until the very end. Until the very end, we started getting hit a little, and yeah, we were all a little low. We were all a little low, and he was 1 HP. He was literally one hit away from dying. You couldn't see his health bar. It was that close. It was literally the tiniest little straight sword, one-handed straight sword hit could have killed him. One-handed little dagger poke, a throwing dagger could have taken him out. So what happened was we were about half health. Tanner died outside the storm. I ran in to save him. I tried to get him up. I gave up. I ran back in. I got stun locked by the Deathbird fire because he just did the explosion, the Deathrite bird fire. I got stun locked by the frostbite. I instantly died. And our audience member was soloing the Deathrite bird while I went to save Tanner, and he also instantly died. And the run was over. This happened all in the 5 seconds. This happened all within 5 seconds, and everyone was like, "Huh?" It was so sad. It was so fucking sad. Literally 1 HP. We didn't even take damage until the very end. And then all of us died at once. Like, all of us fucking died at once. And everyone was like, huh? Like, we were literally gonna face roll the final boss if we made it to him. Like, it was almost a guaranteed win. But we were like, we don't need to heal. We don't need to do anything. Oh, I forgot. I took the healing upgrade that slowly regens your health instead of giving you the burst. You know, it gives you like double the efficiency of the healing. Like, 1 flask is equal to 2, but it's healing over time, so you don't get it instantly. So I tried to heal while I was like taking the damage, but because I picked that upgrade, it didn't heal me enough in time, and that's how I fucking died. And I was like, fuck. Yeah, I sort of regretted taking the upgrade. I forgot it changes your healing to like life gems. Yeah, it's really strong, but it fucked me really bad there, and we got rolled essentially. it was a fucking disaster. So that was fun. That was the saddest part ever. And the worst part about that is, again, I told you guys, if we failed, they played B-roll footage, which is just like pre-recorded footage that Namco recorded for the event. And Well, it just so happens that they have a winning run that like kills the Night Lord, and then they have one that dies when he's 1 HP. So they randomly picked which one to show, and guess which one they fucking showed after losing at 1%. They showed again. They picked the 1% loss again. So the crowd is left like extremely unsatisfied with like 2 like 1% like losses, dude. They were like, man, they were like actually gonna cry. I was gonna cry. You had a -1 sales. Blue balls rain. Exactly. It was so sad. Everyone was like, why did I come here? It's like, this game looks shit. It looks too hard. Yeah, it's probably what they were thinking. Oh my god, I was laughing so hard, dude. I was like laughing, but like I was also like a little sad. I was like, me and Tanner and the audience member who almost won the t-shirt we're like crying because like you get a cool t-shirt for winning, right? It's like, I fell the Night Lord. It was like in black. It's really cool. But yeah, we only gave out a few of those. So if you got them, you know, frame that shit. Oh my god. But yeah, no, it was crazy, man. It was a crazy weekend. It was fun. Whew. But yeah, that was my Nightreign experience. I had so much fun again over the weekend. Like, I think that this game is gonna be great. This game is gonna be fucking great. It's gonna be such a good time. But yeah, do you guys have any more questions about the game I can answer? Any questions about the final game? Again, we only played well, the two Night Lords, Gladius basically only on the first day, and then we play the new Night Lord Libra on the other days. I think this game is gonna get a lot of people aren't from Souls-like interested, for sure, with the co-op element being like a major component, you know. I think people are a little scared of like trying out Elden Ring because you know, they might not even know that they can like play with their friends, but immediately this game presents itself as like a co-op experience. So I think it'll get a lot more people into Elden Ring, and a lot more Elden Ring people into Nightreign, vice versa. You know, it's like, it's great. Play it with friends. Play with your mom. It's great. It's great marketing, Tanner. You should switch divisions. Admittedly. Did the map change? So the map was the same, but there was obviously map variance, right? So you're always in Limveld, but there was huge map variance. You know, you'd see like different areas every time, like of the map, you know. It would be switched around in various ways, you know. Basically we had to keep on rerouting to do take different paths every time, and we'd always go for our strategy was to get 6 flasks as soon as possible. So we'd route around grabbing the churches because there's flasks inside of the churches, right? So yeah, it was really cool. Dude, look at this bird up. Look at this bird up run with the triple birds, dude. This is such a goofy run. Now that you've played, do you think the main criticisms are valid? I mean, what are the main criticisms? I think a lot of people are honestly just like bitching about nothing, admittedly. Like they don't even understand the game, you know? Like a lot of people are like, bro, this game is a rehash garbage. It's just Elden Ring again. There's no new content. It's the same shit. Look at this boss and just reskinned, you know, I've seen this one before. You know, I think those people are dumb and they haven't played it and they have no idea what they're talking about. So if that's what you're talking about, yeah. There's some valid criticisms though, for sure. For me, it is basically the roguelike element is it's very tame. It's not as crazy as other roguelikes, you know. You're not gonna get a run where you're like fucking invincible. There's gonna be insane runs. There's gonna be insane runs where, you know, you are stacked and you get some really cool shit. However, it's just different. It's more grounded. It's more grounded, I think. I think that's the best way of putting it. You're never gonna get completely like broken, overpowered in this game. Yeah, unless you get two Moog Spears. And then you might be. I hope someone uploaded that double Moog Spear win. I really hope I can find that online somewhere. Hope someone had their phone out, because I wanna share that with the universe. Chat, we had a run where we got two Moog Spears, and the final boss that we were like struggling with for so long, the new one, Libra, he literally fucking like dissipated. Like, it was fucking crazy. I can't talk about the unannounced classes, no, sorry. Did you see Nameless King? No, we didn't see Nameless King or anything too crazy. Again, we were basically only doing Libra, one of the new Night Lords, which I'm assuming is an early game Night Lord. And a lot of people were asking, like, what does early game Night Lord means? They unlock sequentially, right? So you don't get them all immediately. You don't get to just pick, you know, to fight any Night Lord you want from the start of the game. You'll have to fight other Night Lords to unlock them. So there is a hierarchy of them. You know, some are clearly meant to be harder than others. So. Did Freya's spiders keep respawning? I think so. Yeah, you had to sort of, you know, kill them while they spawned in. I think so. I don't know. I'm not actually sure. But I think so. Shai says yes, so I'm inclined to believe him. He saw almost every single run. So. Can you play it solo? You can play it solo. You're able to play it solo now. Is there going to be crazy good stuff for solo? I'm not really sure. Is it going to be super viable? I'm not really sure. I can't answer those questions yet. I'm sorry. Hopefully closer to the release, I will be able to. Did Freya have any new moves? I did not see any new moves from Freya. I actually didn't see any new moves from Freya at all. Now, that doesn't mean that they don't have new moves, because even old enemies have new moves. And on that exact note, there was a returning boss that had a lot of brand new moves. So on day 2 of the Libra runs, we would often run into the fucking Godskin duo, right? But wow, they are different. They are a lot different. Or they got giga buffed? Yeah. Yeah, they did some crazy shit. The electric grab. Yeah, the electric grab. They had electric grab. They had big slams. They had giga rolls. You know how Godskin Noble, the fatty, you know how he like rolls? Well, he rolls now, but not only does he roll, but he fucking bounces, dude. He fucking bounces while he's rolling. Skinny does like crazy spinny shit. He like spins across the whole fucking half the map, dude. He was fucking zooming. He's got like tons of new shit. That was like a highlight because it felt like a new boss. I was like, bruh, what the fuck is going on? Like, I was like, what is happening? This is not normal. Yeah, so it was, I'm not gonna spoil too much more aside from bosses you'll see and that look really familiar might not be the same. They might not be exactly the same. They're gonna have their old moves, but they're gonna have some new tricks. Least favorite bosses got buffed. Yeah. You know what's funny? I was talking about it. Because like every time the Godskin duo would pop up, the crowd would be like, "Oh no!" Like they'd all be like scared, you know? Be like, "Oh no, the Godskin duo!" But like for us, it's like, woo! Like the Godskin duo. Also, this is a glitch in the network test. It was really goofy. They fixed it. I think I tried it, and they definitely fixed it, which is a shame because it was goofy. Whoop. You'd teleport back. The camera wouldn't keep up with your movement here. So just putting some context into what's happening on screen. Yeah, they do be fixing it. It was hysterical. Again, this is network test footage you're watching right now. But yeah, no. Again, the old boss revamps were super cool. And even the old bosses that you're familiar with have new moves like Centipede Demon and some other ones that I'm not gonna go too much detail with. Can you play with 2 players only? That I do not know. How much will outfits cost? Free. All outfits are inside of the game. They're unlockable. You just have to play it. You just have to play the game and be good and unlock them over time. All outfits and skins in the game are in the game unlockable for free. No microtransactions at all. Isn't that nice? Oro, were you in the PAX booth that I refused to go to? Yeah, I was working there all weekend. Troy, were you there? Oh man, so many people said they were there, but they obviously they couldn't get in because it was just like psycho. Yeah. All right, Tanner, it was so good to see you, man. Thanks for stopping by, man. Seriously, I appreciate you so much, dude. Wonderful having you, and I had a fucking great time working with you, dude. I can't wait to do it again. We'll have to have your Iron Eye on stream to carry us again when the final game comes out. Okay. Yeah, take it easy. Oh, and Samantha, all right, have a good one. Seriously, both of you guys. Find a way to go to Summer Game Fest. I'll try, Samantha. Don't hold your breath. Don't hold your breath. But yeah, we'll see. No promises. Have a good night, guys. Take it easy. Hopefully you can get around to Expedition 30 peak before Nightreign. That is the goal. That's my goal in terms of streaming, is I want to beat Expedition 33 before it comes out. Which I think is possible. You got 2 weeks. A little more than 2 weeks here, so. Are you able to explain what they meant by bosses adapting to how you play? I thought about that because a lot of people have been saying that, and I don't really know. Like, I really don't know what they mean by that, admittedly. In fact, most bosses you could play however you wanted and still do good, you know? Like, I think you were able to bleed every single Igly's Night Lord. Every Night Lord so far has been able to be bled, has been able to be frostbitten. So you can sort of use like any tools that you have at your disposal, which is cool. And maybe they're talking. Oh, the choice thing with Libra. Maybe, yeah. Did you play much Iron Eye? I did. I played a lot of Iron Eye. He's super fun. He's very squishy. But I do like him. And again, his passive is totally busted. It's really, really good. Okay. Shy actually has a good answer for you. Are you able to explain what my boss is adapting? And Shy says, I think the easiest thing in that sense is that the bosses aren't as easy to cheese as 3 players. From what I saw as well, they really like switching aggro fast and love to counter you positionally more so than adapt to your damage type and builds. I think that's a perfect answer to that question, yeah. There's some bosses that we bullied in a corner. For sure, like the little mini bosses in the world. Like we got to a point where our stagger was so high and we fought bosses with like no poise. And those bosses we could like bully into a corner, which was really funny. And the crowd was like laughing and cheering for those. Yeah, ancient dancing hero of Zamor. Yep. The Zamor guys got fucking hyper bullied into a corner. Often. It was hysterical. But yeah, aside from that, really you had to, God, if anything, the players had to adapt. But yeah, it was fun. It was still fun. Yeah, there's me having fun with the glitch moveset, which of course they fixed. Did you like Libra or the dogs better? I loved Libra because it was unlike anything I've ever played in any FromSoft game, right? Like they put an MMO boss in my Elden Ring, which was cool to see. It was fucking cool. I want to see more of that. I'm wondering now that I've fought Libra, I'm wondering if this is the entire design of Nightreign. Each Night Lord might have super in-depth mechanics that are like wipe your team in 5 seconds if you don't know what to do. Like that you have to coordinate and really nail if you want to even survive, right? So if the whole game is like that, honestly, I'm gonna fucking love it. I sort of hope it is, but I'm like fucked up. You know, I like things when there's like a huge challenge. And wow, the difference. People were asking if Gladius was easier. Well, which boss is harder, Gladius or Libra? And it's not even close. Gladius is like baby's first Sif battle, right? Gladius is like baby's first like Elden Ring boss. It's like, it's fair. Everything's super telegraphed, but everything's really fair. You know, you can get overwhelmed easily, but if you're careful, you can do it with ease, like without knowing anything, right? Going into the Libra fight without knowing anything, even the best players, like I said, in the fucking world that they invited out here, not me. Maybe, you know, one of the best PvPers, but yeah, they got some of the best PvEers. We're getting fucking rolled, dude. Like they were getting fucking shit on, like just instant killed, instant wiped, just like your average fucking baloney Joe, dude. Like it was crazy to watch. You know, it's gonna be interesting. It's gonna be a fucking fun game. Yeah, like I said, if every boss is like that, I'll be happy. But if it isn't, I'll also still be happy because Libra's unlike anything we've ever seen before. What do you think, chat? I want to hear your input. Would you like that every boss is like MMO mechanics? Or do you hate that shit where you have to like sort of learn it on the fly and like maybe even die to it before learning it and do a whole nother fucking run again? Because that's the problem, is again, you really have to learn from your mistakes, because if you keep on mashing your head against the wall, I guarantee you people will rage quit. People are going to rage quit fighting Libra and playing this game. 45 minutes. That's 45 minutes to get, basically 40 minutes to get to the boss again, right? And that's on a good run, right? You can die to day 1 and 2 bosses and lose the run. So that's 40 minutes per attempt. Unlike Elden Ring, where you could just enter the boss fog again in 2 minutes, right? Takes like a minute to like run back in and respawn. Like, even us, like, a lot of us weren't able to beat him on day 1 when we started fighting him. It took us like a day or 2. And like I said, we were literally professionals flown out by Bandai Namco. A lot of them, fucking world record holders, right? Again, we had Distortion 2, Larksa, Lilaggy, and Park and Harbor. All of them insanely good at the game. Insanely good at PvE. Me, not so much. But I am good at it, you know? I'm just not exceptional like they were. I'm definitely not the best in the world at Elden Ring, PvE wise, anyways. But I mean, we all started clearing them in the end, you know. I think all of us got 2 to 3 Libra kills total out of like what, 8 attempts, and yeah, 8 to 10 attempts. It was psycho. It was pretty psycho. So not a good ratio. He's hard. He's hard. Like even then, you know, we weren't killing him every time. Yo, Anarchy! Thank you for that freaking Prime resub for the 11 months. Welcome back. 40-minute run back definitely puts it into perspective. Exactly. Exactly. I hate that, but the longevity of the game seems to be based on that aspect. It might be. It might be. Yeah. I think there's definitely gonna be like essentially like Night Lord like raid boss guides, you know, like telling you every single mechanic they do, which, you know, there's guides for Elden Ring bosses and stuff, but like, you know, it's gonna be way more prevalent in this game. If again, that's how the other bosses are. We're not really sure. We'll see. We'll freaking see. Gonna be like Destiny raid bosses. Like I said, yeah, it might be like them. It might legitimately be like them. We'll see. Yo, face hugger. Thank you for the freaking 23 months. Welcome back. How's it going, man? You still get meta progression even when you die. At the daytime, nighttime bosses still fun and give you progression. Game is a fun loop even on loss. Exactly, exactly. That's the thing, chat. Even if you die anywhere in the run, you're gonna get items. You're gonna get loot. You're gonna get relics that permanently buff up your characters in the game, right? So if you bash your head against something over and over, you're not just like wasting time. You are essentially gaining money to buy gestures, to buy skins, to buy currency, to buy more relics, and getting more relics yourself, right? So you never lose anything, even on a lost run. It always makes it feel like you're progressing, which I think is very important in a roguelite. It's very important to have that sense of, okay, yeah, that run fucking sucked. I wasted 45 minutes trying to kill the final boss, but hey, at least now I got some really good relics that I can use forever, or like will really help me actually with the next run. Maybe this relic is gonna push me to the win, right? Boost my favorite character up so he's even stronger for the whole game. So very cool. Very cool. Did you get to experience much of the Jar Bazaar? I did, but I can't really talk about it too much. That's stuff that wasn't shown at PAX, and I basically can only show you stuff that was shown, or talk about stuff that was shown, or else I'll get assassinated by From Software and Bandai Namco. Is this live gameplay? No. This is pre-recorded from the network test. I'm talking about my experience playing the final game at PAX East this weekend, or last weekend now. Bandai Namco invited me out to play, which is really cool. What bosses are you hoping to see? If Ornstein and Smo aren't in this game, I might actually riot. Like, seriously. How did it feel with the controls? Exactly like Elden Ring, man, with like some extra button combos, which felt really good, by the way. It's you hold triangle, the weapon you hold to two-hand your weapon, and you press left and right trigger to use your abilities. It felt pretty natural. It was really cool. It was really nice. Is Nightreign any good? Nightreign's amazing, John. Nightreign is really, really fucking fun. Like I said, we played it all weekend and we didn't have a single fucking like unfun run. Like I was never like, man, this is getting boring. We were having a blast. I think all of us playing were having a blast. The people at Namco playing, the other influencers who got invited out, we were all having so much fun. And of course, everyone from the crowd who got a chance to play too were just like loving it. If you end up getting close to world's firsting the final Night Lord, I'm end up casting your run. Hell yeah, Shime. Hell fucking yeah, dude. I'm gonna try. That would be fun as hell, dude. I'd love to push it to like world first kills, you know? That's actually super exciting. There's probably gonna be a lot of that. Updated Manus or Calamite? Oh man. Yeah. About bosses from older games, did they have any new moves? Yeah, Centipede Demon had some new moves. Freya, I didn't see any new moves. But Freya, Duke's Dear Freya from Dark Souls 2 may have had some. I didn't see any. It's just possible RNG didn't, you know, do the new move. Or, you know, they don't have any, who knows. Obviously, it's like completely ported from other games, so. Godskin Duo went to the shop and got new moves entirely. Seriously, dude, that was crazy to see. It's like, bro, what the fuck is happening? 2-player mode? I do not think so, no. You'll be able to queue up as 2 players with a random, however. So if you have only 2 of you, you'll be able to play the game. You'll just have to accept a friend. Are the bosses from Dark Souls too easy compared to Elden Ring? No, they definitely sped them up. They definitely sped them up and made them a little harder. With, again, said new moves and new, like, you know, attack stuff. So, yeah. Yeah, you would think that they would be, like, trash. Like, oh, Dark Souls 1 boss compared to an Elden Ring boss. Like, they're super telegraphed and slow. And we fought them 100 times. Like, it's going to be easy. But, yeah, no, they mix up every single one. Also, bird up. We did it. Yay, Night Lord fell. This is a sick run. We're getting ready for the bird thumbnail here. Look at that. Goofy. What Dark Souls 2 bosses besides Freya? We don't know yet. We don't know yet, unfortunately. I don't even know that yet. All right. Again, this is pre-recorded gameplay of the network test. There is gameplay of the event that I went to from PAX East. People were able to record on their phones. But again, it's like shit phone quality. So if you want to watch it, I think a lot of people uploaded it on like YouTube and stuff. But I'm not going to show it off right now because I know a lot of people want to still experience that for themselves. So I am still talking about it, but I'm not going to show it, but you can seek it out if you so choose. Any reference skins from the other games besides the ones we already know? No, nothing. I think they're all unlockable. I'll say that. I think I can say that without getting assassinated. Lords of the Fallen 2.0. Yeah, it's like the same shit. They didn't really, if you're playing co-op, it's like way better, but yeah, I don't know. It's okay. That's sort of how I feel about that. I'm not going to go and play it again. Each character have a reference skin? Almost guaranteed, yeah. Almost guaranteed. Each character has like really cool skins. Each character has, a dusk and a darkness skin, which is really cool. And again, aside from that, they all have like secret, probably secret character unlockable skins. So yeah, I don't know the details on that. What skins are you hoping to see? If they don't have an Elite Knight from Dark Souls 1, I'm gonna be very upset. But I'll also just like mod it in, so I guess it won't matter too much, but still. Like, come on. Come the fuck on, they have to. Any Bloodborne? No Bloodborne. Nope. Sony owns Bloodborne, so yeah, they couldn't even if they wanted to. I bought Deluxe Edition. Do I receive all classes off the rip? Nope. Deluxe Edition only gets you, what, an emote? And, I think, like, soundtrack and stuff. And the DLC, of course, when that comes out. Yeah, you gotta play through the game like everybody else. Oh, pre-order is the emote. That's right. Pre-order is the emote. Pre-order is the emote, and then Deluxe is the DLC. Comes with the DLC. That's right. Deluxe is like a season pass, essentially, yeah, but you know, it's not, they're not, there's no season. It is just one DLC. You have to unlock some classes? Yes. Yes, you don't have them all from the gate, from the rip. How does he have new footage? Streamer privilege? So this actually isn't new footage, this is old footage, but there is new footage out. And I got to play and experience the final game this weekend, this last weekend. Namco Bandai, or Bandai Namco, I should say, gosh, flew me out to PAX East in Boston, where they had a huge Elden Ring Nightreign event, and I got to host it with them. It was very cool. Yeah, it used to be Namco Bandai. They switched it to Bandai Namco, so that's why I'm goofed up, all right? That's why I'm goofed up. All right, let me... Kitty, please. Zelda's away here. Playable offline single player? Yep. Yep. You can play it offline single player. Anything about MTX? There's no microtransactions in the entire game. There never will be. They've said it already, so that's really nice. So no microtransactions at all. The only microtransaction, quote unquote, is one big DLC pack. That's gonna have 2 new characters. And lots of new bosses. Lots of new Night Lords to hunt. How many emotes? There's a lot of emotes. There's a lot of emotes. I think that's all I can say without getting sniped. How's the meta progression? Really, really nice. They have talked about it. Yeah, you get relics as you play, and depending on how good your run is, how many Night Lords you kill, or not Night Lords, how many bosses. Basically, the further you get, the better relics you get. No matter what, even if you lose, even if you die in the middle of a run. So it's really cool. 2 new characters in the DLC? Yep. For a total of 10 characters, when it comes out at the end of this year. Because the base game is going to have 8, right? We have 6 right now. We have Wilder, Duchess, Guardian. And then we have Recluse, Raider, and Iron Eye. And then we're going to have the... oh my god, what's his name, chat? The Executor, and the Revenant. Those are the last 2, and those have not been announced yet. Those will be shown soon, TM. They are not DLC? Nope. They're part of the game. Thought it was launch DLC? No, the DLC is coming later this year. The DLC is coming later this year. And that's going to have 2 other characters that we have no fucking clue. Plus a lot of crazy shit. I've been told... No, I'm gonna shut up. Yeah, sorry. No, I don't want to die today. Look forward to it. Say it. Look forward to it. Look forward to it. I'm sorry. I just realized, I was like, you know what? I might get in shit for that one. Yeah, sorry. I think it's likely that the Shadow of the Erdtree weapons are gonna be in The DLC, chat. That's what I can say, because that is a me assumption, right? Because they're not present in the base game, right? There's bosses from Elden Ring DLC, like the Hippo, Golden Hippo, but suspiciously all of the DLC weapons are missing. I saw the red dot. Yeah, I fucking did, dude. I saw it through my window, hovering over my head. Yeah. Are the world events fun? They can be super, super fun, super challenging and rewarding. Okay, one of the funniest world events is, I talked about it earlier, but I didn't tell you guys what happened. It's the NPC invasions. They have literal NPC invasions, right? Of Nightfarers that will like fucking come out and fucking fuck you up, right? So you'll see like Duchess come and attack your party. Like a wild Duchess, like come and attack your party. You'll see a wild Wilder come and like fucking zip line onto you and like try to blow you up. It's psycho, dude. It's crazy cool. So that can happen. That is the thing. But what happened? What happened was we were just playing, chilling. We walked into one of these quote unquote like event areas. And it was in the sewers, right? The sewers you jump in inside the castle at the bottom. And there was fucking 2 of them. There was fucking 2 of them camping us, camping the tunnel. And they instantly like killed half our party and the last person had to run away. We died and lost the level and the last person had to run. The last person literally just had to cut their losses and fucking run. Because they like fucked their shit up. They like comboed us to death. It was psycho. It was so scary. So we were like, yeah, fuck that. We got our, yeah, right here. Right here is where it happened. I'm actually having bad flashbacks. It was like the second, yeah, this area right here. They were camping in the corners. They were camping in the corners. And they both came up and fucking like fucked their shit up. It was so funny. Yeah, it was really good. It was great. So that happened. Yeah, that fucking happened. That's a real thing that happened. Is the gameplay loop addictive? It is super addictive. If you played the network test that had like the same 2 seeds over and over, we were still addicted. But playing the final game with even more variants, like I did not want to stop. Like none of us did. In fact, it was hard to even stop to let like the others play, right? Because there was other influencers there who you know, had time slots, and I was like, do you we kept on asking each other like, oh no, like we obviously got like paid to work there at PAX over the weekend, but we're like, oh no, guys, do you want me to take your shift? Like, do you want me to take your shift? I know it's really hard working at PAX, you know, playing Nightreign, like must be a lot of hard work. Like, we'll be sure to take your shifts for you. I'll lighten the load, you know. And they're like, you know, everyone was like, yeah, fuck you. Like, I'm playing, you know. It's so funny. But yeah, I got to play with all my friends. Distortion 2, Larksa, Lil Aggie, and Park and Harbor. They were both, all of them were like amazing and super fun to hang out with. The only one I hadn't met was Parky, and she's great. She's hilarious. We all had so much fun, like hanging out each day. You know, every day we'd fucking talk about our runs and how good or shit they were, and obviously we were all there like watching each other play too. So it was such a good fucking time. This is like the most fun event I've been to. So a huge props to Namco for the setup. The only sad thing is that a lot of you guys, I heard, like weren't able to get in, right? Like I said, there was only so much room in there, right? And there was like, the event was insane. So there was so many people who wanted to go in but just couldn't, right? Because it was like in a tiny little dome in this big ass convention center, right? So it could only hold like 75 people at a time. So yeah, each run was like 75 audience members got to watch, and you had to get there at the second PAX opened at 10 a.m. And we sold out tickets. I shit you not, in the first 10 minutes. They were all gone for the entire fucking day, every single day. It was the first 10 minutes they were all gone. And I was like, man. So the only sad part is that more people didn't get to experience the event and to see Nightreign and to see us play, right? And I know, again, a lot of you guys wanted to and just couldn't because, like, you know, that's psycho, you know, getting up. You'd have to wait in line way past 10. Probably start waiting at like 8 o'clock to get in and actually like sprint to the Elden Ring dome to even stand a chance at seeing the show. And I think that sort of sucks, but it's just how they handle it. You know, they had to pick a way to do it. So the people that really wanted to see it, I think, did. But yeah, no, it is what it is, you know, with these sort of like small, like ticketed events. So, but yeah, it was a blast. Basically, what I'm trying to say is, no matter what, I had a lot of fun, and I hope if you did go to PAX, you guys had fun, no matter what. I had a great time. Meeting a lot of you too. Gosh, I met a whole bunch of you. Some of you guys like snuck in just to say hi to me. I appreciate that so much. It was lovely meeting you. And yeah, it was great playing with all the people who got selected too from the crowd. We had so many good runs with so many great players. Like, really, a lot of the time, chat was asking like if people from the audience were cracked, and yeah, sometimes they were even better than us. Like, really doing a great job. Cracked gamers, dude, like insane gamers. And then sometimes we got the audience, or the exact opposite. Sometimes the audience member was like clearly never played Elden Ring before, and they just lied to get up and play. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Yeah, it was a good time. Is the event gonna come out on video as a promo? They've already uploaded some videos. Basically, anyone who was there could record the event on their phone. But officially, maybe not. No. Faked the resume. Yep. Exactly. Will there be a point in fighting previous Night Lords once you unlock the next one? I am wondering that myself, Voltac. In terms of progression, I think each Night Lord is gonna have something unique to them that you might want. And that's all I'm gonna say on that before I fucking actually die. That's all I'm gonna say on that. So I'm gonna go ahead and say yes, there's a reason to fight every Night Lord multiple times, no matter what. Even the quote-unquote easier ones. Even the quote-unquote easier ones. They do have something in place for that. I just can't talk about it. I cannot talk about it. Considering this is a roguelike, I'm hoping the bosses get super hard. They do. They do, John. I can tell you right now, they fucking do. Like I said, we had some of the best players in the world play, and again, against Libra, we had about a 20% win rate. Like 20% win rate, dude. That means 80% of the time when we were doing our events, we fucking died and lost. You know, that's crazy. I'm sorry to say, some people will be made very angry by this game curb stomping into oblivion. Yeah, people are not gonna. People coming into this expecting like a fun, chill co-op experience, like beating all the bosses like with ease, with their friends, are gonna be real disappointed. Like, actually, because this game is fucking hard. It's very challenging. To me, that was like a huge shock, because it's like, it sort of like goes against, I feel, like what they're trying to market, like as a co-op like casual game. But this is fucking not. This is not a co-op casual game. This game is fucking hard. You die and you lose very quickly. Yeah, you can't mess around. You gotta get good. You gotta get good. Runs can end in an instant. Who all beat them? Who beat the boss? We all did. We all did. We all beat him at least once. everybody at the event, all the influencers, obviously, at least. I killed him twice. I was happy with that. But I mean, only twice out of the whole weekend where we play for 8 hours on end is just a little crazy, right? Like a lot of the times we got bad RNG. A lot of the times we got, you know, it was just rough matches, right? Sometimes you get de-leveled by the stupid flies and your run is over, even though it was a good run before that. Sometimes people just throw by accident, you know, they're obviously not intending to like throw the run and die, but they do. Sometimes you throw the run and die. It's a hard game, man. It's a hard game. I think Aggie is the person who killed the Libra the most. I think he had 3 kills at the end. I think Aggie got 3. And I think the rest of us got 2. 2 Libra kills. So yeah, if you do the math, it's not a lot of t-shirts, including the Gladius runs we had at the day 1. But people were always disappointed when they saw Gladius. That's why I convinced them to do the other boss. I was like, you know, they get to the final boss and then they just see the fucking Gladius network tested boss again, and they're like, oh man, you know, like it was almost like disappointing. Like they show up for this super long, super exclusive event, and then they just see the network test boss. So yeah, after day 1, we switched it to only Libra, and that was a really, really good idea. Even if people got less t-shirts and they had like 100 left over, you know, just in case we won like 100% of the time. It made for a way more fun, engaging experience than just bowling Gladius all weekend. So I would have got a little bored fighting Gladius over and over, especially because we fought him over and over in the network test already. So I was really thankful that that wasn't just the whole event. We got to fight Libra the whole weekend. I'm pretty good at Libra now, chat. I'm a little sad I couldn't, like, you're never gonna see that unless someone posts the footage. But yeah, it was a sacrifice I was willing to make for this event, is sacrificing that first time stream. Sorry, gamers. Oh, but yeah, no. This is pre-recorded footage. I played the final game again at PAX East all weekend. I worked for Namco Bandai Namco. God. But it was such a good fucking time, dude. I had the time of my life, champ. And I got to meet really cool people. I forgot to tell you guys, totally unrelated, but I got to meet Kayla Flower. If you guys know Kayla, she's a Dead by Daylight streamer, like one of my favorite streamers. Super chill. I got to see Kenny again, you know, Kenny from the Dudes. I fucking love Kenny. We're gonna play Nightreign together. Yeah, trying to convince them both to fucking play some Nightreign, because I think that'd be super fun. And of course I met some other streamers and some other folks. So many people there. It was really cool. But yeah, that was sort of my experience. Is just, we had a good fucking time, dude. We had a good time, and honestly, the highlight again was seeing my friends again, hanging out with Aggie, Parky, Distortion, and Larksa. Like, they're so great. They're such good company. They're all so fun and interesting characters, such as myself. You know, I would say I'm the most interesting and the most fun. But you know, they are at least 1% of me. So, you know, we'll give them that. Yeah, most humble. I am. I'm very humble. Agreed. Yeah, thank you. Yeah. Can you comment on the replay value? It is definitely a lot better than the network test. Again, playing the final game, we didn't have a single run in the 40 hours, the 40 runs we had all fucking weekend. Not one was the same, even close to being the same. There was huge variety. I think that's what a lot of people want to hear, right? I think that's what a lot of people want to hear, and I can safely say that, yeah, the variety got a lot better. A lot better than the network test. The network test was like 2 seeds, exact same seeds over and over. This, again, the variance wasn't super crazy compared to the network test, but no run was ever the same, and it was different enough that I felt like I was having so much fucking fun and I didn't want to stop playing. And I think you'll feel the same way too when you get the game. How difficult Libra is compared to the other bosses in the series. They can't compare to other bosses in the series because there's nothing like it. Honestly. It is like an MMO raid boss. And inside of like a Souls game, which they've never done before. You know, everyone had to coordinate and do like shit and like it was nuts, dude. It was nuts. It required teamwork. It was based around teamwork. It was something they've never done before, right? Is that everyone needed to do their job and sort of play around this mechanic. Or else you die, right? So, very, very cool. How do you do Libra solo? You can definitely do Libra solo. You can definitely do Libra solo. It wasn't one of those things where like, oh no, but it's gonna be hard. It's gonna be fucking hard. I can definitely say that. Considering the mechanics that pop up. Doing Libra solo is gonna be like for the gamers, I think. I don't know, man. I wonder if they're gonna make it easier. That's something I don't know. That's something I actually don't know. Because again, yeah, that whole fight is based on teamwork. Like, that's the thing, is like Gladius is like a classic Souls boss. Like, he's hard and he splits in 3, but aside from that, you can fight him like normal and do well, right? You don't have to do anything special. Libra is fucking not like that. Libra is not like that. If you are uncoordinated, you are gonna get fucking rolled. You're gonna get shit on and it's gonna feel real bad. Like, straight up. It's crazy. Are you gonna do a solo run on stream? Dude, I'm gonna fucking solo this whole game. 100%. 100% I'm gonna do that, yeah. Will I do it day 1? Probably not. But I'm gonna fucking do it for sure. Do you reckon this game will get sweaty quickly? Yes. 100% people are gonna find a meta. They're gonna pick like some insane characters. The characters are all incredibly balanced. I do want to talk about that. So in my Reddit AMA, I did a Reddit AMA earlier today. You guys can go check that out if you want. But yeah, during my Reddit AMA, someone asked what I felt like what the best classes were, right? And I did list them, but oh. Excuse me. Oh my goodness. But yeah, excuse me. Thank you. The classes are all really balanced. Honestly, legitimately, they're all really balanced. Like the strong classes, the really strong classes are like squishier. So that's their like downside. And then there's like steady and stable classes like Wilder, who are always like a safe pick. And Raider, who has like tons of damage and stagger on everything. Like, yeah, I can't talk about the unannounced classes, chat. I'm sorry. Who's your main? Probably Wilder and Redacted. I think Wilder and Redacted. Yeah. Although I can say his name. The executor. I'm maining Iron Eye. Love Redacted, yeah. I might play Iron Eye too. Iron Eye looked really fun. Oh, Redacted is in this? I love that guy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, Iron Eye was fucking fun as hell. Iron Eye is really cool. What's a good class for someone new to the Souls games? Guardian? So Guardian is definitely easy for someone to like block. You know, you can like block attacks with the shield and like sort of just chill. I think Guardian. Yeah, I think Guardian is a good starting class for new players. I think that's a fair assessment. Guardian or Wilder? Guardian or Wilder is who I'd recommend. Actually, yeah. Guardian, Wilder, and Raider, I think, are the three like beginner friendly classes. I think those three are solid like beginner recommendations, but are also like just solid characters because they're just good. Like they tend to be the best because they have such big health bars. They have room for error. They do a lot of stagger damage, which obviously is huge. And yeah, Guardian has an incredibly massive health pool, along with great shields and more powerful blocking, right? So yeah, no, they're nuts. Raider's role is like a little fat, but it's somewhere in between medium roll and light roll, or you know, fast roll. Yeah, I found his dodge really good, actually. Like, I didn't have a problem with it. The only dodge I had a problem with was fucking burbs. Fucking Guardian was hard to dodge stuff with. So, he sort of promotes a blocking playstyle, right? That's why, like, I don't know if I'm gonna love playing Guardian. We'll see. Maybe I'll get used to it. Bird chunk. Yep. Guardian has to play more with counters. Yeah, exactly. You gotta play more just with the shield in general, right? Sort of promotes you blocking. You can't equip different stat changing armors. You can equip relics that change the way you play, yes. Those are the permanent progression in the game that you get every single run. You get random relics depending on how well you do. Guardian looks the most boring. He's safe. But honestly, I think he's underrated. I think Guardian is the GOAT, dude. Like, he definitely might seem the most boring character, but he's reliable, dude. He's old reliable, man. He's strong, but maybe boring. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Any other game modes? No. Just, you know, pick the boss you're hunting, the Night Lord you're hunting, and then go kill him. Day 1, day 2, day 3, baby. Yeah. Any other DLC bosses? Not that I saw, no. But again, the golden hippo's in the game, so I'm assuming it's possible. Also, you see us running in the storm right now, taking like little to no damage. You can't do this in the final game. We would be dead right now. Like it does literally more than double the damage now. So this strategy of running outside the circle and sort of chilling and taking our time is like giga dead. Like you cannot do this. You will fucking die. You have to respect the circle. Could you do the remembrance quest for the characters? Unfortunately, I couldn't do any of the quests. No, I couldn't do any of the cool like lore story quest stuff. They did not let us. Oh, chat, something really cool is that, you know, I was talking earlier about the NPC invaders that invade you at certain events. If you defeat them, they drop their main weapon, right? Like really highly upgraded. Like it was either blue or purple every time. So it would drop blue or purple like class starting weapons of the class that you killed, right? Which is just a neat little touch. I thought that was really cool. We killed a Wilder NPC and there was a purple Wilder's greatsword that dropped off of him. And I was like, oh, hell yeah, dude. I'll take that. I think I was Wilder at the time. So it was perfect. Yeah, really cool. What's the highest rarity? Purple? No, legendary. Just like Elden Ring. Gold, yeah. Did the game have weird frame pacing, or did they feel fixed like Armored Core? Totally fixed, thank God. So that's something I want to talk about, is how good the performance was, at least on this, like, you know, 4070 rig PC that they had. So we were playing on PCs, right? We were playing on PCs, and yeah, I was told they had 4070s, GTX 4070s or RTX, whatever. And the game ran incredibly smooth. 60 FPS. I'm not sure if you can boost it to like 120, if there's like options to play like uncapped or whatever. Also, I got fucked. But it was incredible. It ran way better than base Elden Ring. Like, way better. Not only did it run better, it didn't have any lag at all ever in the whole fucking 40 hours we put into it. But it looked better than base Elden Ring. Like, the graphics looked better. So not only did it run better, but it ran better. So I was like, damn, they learned. They did it. I was like, now they just gotta fucking patch, you know, base Elden Ring and make it run like less dog shit. I know they have, but still. Gives me hope for Tarnished Edition. Yeah, exactly. They've done some huge improvements to the engine. So it gives me hope also for the console versions too. I don't know anything about them. Or if you could push, like, you know, the PC version to widescreen support, or, you know, 120 FPS or uncapped or whatever, 4K. I'm not sure about those options, but just know that the game runs better. The game runs solid. The performance was exceptional. And I'm very, very good at picking up on those things. You know, I remember I was telling everyone when Dragon's Dogma 2 performance wasn't great. And no one else said anything about it. And I was like, why is no one talking about this? I don't think people notice, you know? They get too much into the game. I noticed just by looking at it, I can see the code, Matrix style. Now I can actually literally see that, like, how many frames it is. And it looked good, man. Not a single, like, drop frame. It was 60 solid the whole time. So very excited to say that the performance is fucking good, as it should be. What's your guess for Metacritic score? Probably like 85. I think it'll be like an 85. Yeah. I think this game isn't going to be for everyone, because it is, like, you know, multiplayer based. But I think it's going to be great, man. I think it's going to be good. I can't talk about the unannounced classes, the Executor or the Revenant, guys. I'm very sorry. But soon, TM, you'll see. So. And yeah, the game comes out at the end of this month on the 30th, right? Is the 30th? So very exciting, and there might be some surprises along the way. I don't know if I should have said that, but I'm gonna say it anyways. Can you say if you liked them? I cannot say anything. I can't say anything. How much did you play with ability altering fragments? A lot, actually. Yeah, I used the one for Wilder that, like, when you zip, you can use, like, the fire sword and, like, buff your sword. It was really cool. Can you say if they're available from the... I can't say anything, guys. Stop it. I wish I could. NDAs, they're so stupid. Oh. What bosses would you like to see from the Souls series? Ornstein and Smo, man. If Ornstein and Smo isn't in this game, I'm actually refunding. I'm gonna cancel the pre-order. I'm never going to an Namco event again. I'm gonna cancel our partnership. It's over. No. Really though, like, if they don't put Ornstein and Smo in this game, like, they have the perfect opportunity to, I'm gonna be like, come on, dude. Like, they gotta. Also, this is such an insane run. Level 14. Level 14 is fucking crazy. What do you think will be a safe level to beat the Night Lord? Okay, so let's talk about our average runs at the event, okay? Our average runs at the event with 2 pros and 1 person from the audience who played the night test, right? The network test. On average, at day 1, the average level was around 6 or 7. Day 2, it was around 10. And then day 3, it was about 11 or 12. And yeah, that was I think that was the exact average from all of our runs combined. That's where you sort of want to be, ideally, around those levels. You might go up or down a little, but if there's a huge variance, then you're doing really bad or really good, right? But yeah, most of the time we were like level 12 or 13 when we got to the boss. 11 too, a lot of 11 and 12 levels there. Are pings the only way to communicate? You can do gestures. You can do gestures, and obviously you can hop on Discord with like friends. But yeah, Distant Lobos had a match. They were level 14 at the start of day 2. Yep, at the start of day 2. Wait, what? That's crazy. That's crazy. What the fuck? They cleared bosses so fast. Yeah, that's the thing, is no 2 of us were ever allowed on the same team, right? So, so basically, you know, it was, you know, Namco employees really good. Obviously we were really, really good. And, the people from the crowd were good too. You know, if they didn't lie about, you know, playing the game. So yeah, it was good. It was a good time. You think it's possible to level 1 run this game? Yeah, fucking Aggie almost did it. I was talking to Aggie and he told me he almost did it. He was killing Gladius at level 1 and he died when he had like 15% health. So yeah, it's totally possible you can do a level 1 run. You can definitely do it. It's just, you know, when the game comes out, we're definitely going to be able to do it. Of course, Aggie. Yeah, he's fucking insane, dude. I'm excited to see what people do for challenge runs for this game. But Aggie is Aggie. Yeah, I mean, exactly. If you're as good as Aggie, you'll be able to do it. If not, yeah, you're going to get fucked. You're not going to be able to do it. It's going to be very hard. The challenge run, after all. Yeah, that's something you choose to do is not level up, then yeah, it's gonna be fucking hard. Ongball gonna go nuts. Yep. Fucking Gino. Yep. It's gonna be good. It's gonna be good to see him just fucking. They're probably gonna mod the game to spawn in like 7 dogs instead of 3. To kill them all at once. Yeah, I can't talk about the 2 new characters, chat. I'm sorry. Cinematics? I'm so glad someone asked that. Yes. There were cinematic cutscenes, just like Elden Ring. I can't talk about them at all. But just know that there are cutscenes in the game. Yeah. Do you have a favorite character? I love Wilder. I love Wilder and the Executor. You can see a cutscene for opening the Night Lord door. That's true. That's true. I'm talking about more than that, by the way. Also, easy win there. The triple Duchess run. This is a fun one. I think I'm running out of content to fucking throw on here. You know, these are all from the network test. I'm gonna have to get the scuffed videos from the event I attended out. Actually, I'm gonna have to start getting the scuffed phone videos up from the event. I don't want to do that though. Is Bleed still broken? Bleed has been extremely broken on everything. All the Night Lords I've fought so far, which is only the 2. So yeah, Bleed is still really good. Like insanely good. And the best run we've had, we got 2 Moog Spears. I got it with another streamer, Bricky. He got the play and we fucking spawn killed the boss. It was hysterical. We had 2 Moogs. Both of us fucking did it at once. We waited for him to spawn and then whoa, and like spawn killed him. Like 70% of his health gone before he could even move. It was psycho, dude. It was so fucking funny. Nihil. Yep. Yeah, like I said, I hope someone fucking recorded that run because that was fucking hysterical. That was the fastest run we had the whole week. Was double Nihil run on Libra. It made him look like a complete joke. So there are runs where you really get insane RNG and you just blow through the game. Yeah. Blasphemous Blade? Yeah, all the base weapons are in. All the base weapons are in. I didn't see Blasphemous Blade once, though. None of us did. It do be legendary. You think the level cap will increase? Nope. The game is based around the level 15 cap. So, that'll be it. Yeah, there's lots of lore. There's lots of lore in the game. If you for you lore junkies, you actually have it so good. I can't really talk about it, but just say that they got you covered. It's from Soft, you know. They got you fucking covered this time. It's gonna be really cool. Did you see any of the skins? I did. We got to see the Dusk and Darkness skins for each character. Every single character has a Dusk and Darkness skin. Those are like the main like basic skins in the game. And they're really fucking cool. You saw a bit of them in the trailer. But I promise they're all awesome. Like each one I was like, whoa! We couldn't show them all, obviously. But yeah. Super cool. I was playing Darkness Wilder a lot. I was showing him off. I think that was day 2 when we got to show off the skins. Or was that the last day? I don't fucking remember. Time is convoluted. I was in that dome for so long every day. I like... I was losing my fucking mind. I forgot what time it is. What if it was daytime or nighttime. I couldn't tell in the dome. Oh, hi, Zelda. Yeah, there's character quests you could do that unlock like lore and stuff. Yeah, they showed that off a little in the trailer. I didn't get to do any of them. I didn't get to experience any of those. Good kitty. Are there cats in the game? There should be, but no. Are there any bosses of the phase 2 HP bar? Not that we saw, no. But again, they fucking should be. Dude, that would be so funny, a Night Lord with a phase 2. I hope so. I actually hope so. That would be fun. Did you see the skins? Yep. How do you get them? You just keep on playing. You buy them with in-game currency. I don't know if I'm supposed to say that. I said it anyways. Whatever, man. You know, I said that before. Yeah, I think we know that. I don't think that's NDA. Yeah, you can unlock them with in-game currency. And I think there's other skins that you have to unlock by doing other stuff. Yeah. That's fine. I'm not banned. I'm not dead yet. They're not killing me yet. That's good. The way I did a double take seeing you play this. Yeah, it's fun, man. It's so good. They told you in the trailer already. That's right. You know, I should really know that because you know, it's so funny. We, you know, they played the trailer at the event like every single day. So by the end of the event, we were we were talking about like every single line in the trailer was like memorized, you know? You know, defeat the Night Lord as a level 1 character. It's so funny. Yeah, we fucking started like saying the whole fucking trailer. Yeah, you won't be strong enough. We were going insane watching it 40 fucking times, dude. In your current state. Yeah. Goofy, dude. We're actually losing our fucking minds. Yeah, I'm sorry. Keep on thinking back. We had a good time, chat. We had a good time. Everyone was great to work with. The Bandai people, I love them. You guys know I fucking adore the Bandai folk. They're so cool. Each and every one of them are great to work with. They're such characters, dude. And of course, I love playing with my content creator friends, my streamer friends. They're fucking awesome too. Hanging out with them again was like the highlight of the trip. And again, yeah, all the audience members are super chill too. They were super nice and chill, and I think everybody had fun. So overall, it was just such a good fucking event, man. I had so much fun. I'll never forget it. It was the opportunity of a lifetime. You know, it was a good time. But it was a lot of work, chat. It was a lot of work. At the end of each day, I was tired as fuck. And we had to wake up at 8 a.m. Well, no. We had to get there at 8. So I woke up at 7, and then we left around like 8:30 to get to the venue to start setting up, because we had to bring, you know, all the stuff. We couldn't just leave the, you know, Elden Ring, Nightreign setups there, or else, you know, the PAX employees were going to have a bit of a field day, a bit of a leak, a bit of a, I think they would be like, whoop, you know, we'd see a lot more gameplay. So, yeah, it was a bit of a pain in the ass. I wasn't even lugging them around, obviously. The Namco people were, but like I felt bad for them. It was heavy computers each day, having to bring them back and forth, and set up everything. They were doing so much work to make the event like run smoothly, and everybody was doing their jobs, and it was really great. It was really great. It was good. How long were you there each day? 8 hours every single day. Yeah, and we started at, well, actually, I was there for longer. We worked for 8 hours every single day. I was there for like probably 11 hours every single day at PAX, because I got there like, yeah, like I said, like around like 8:30, 9 o'clock, we'd get there and start setting up and making sure the audio was good and the video was good and everything was ready. Lots of coffees, lots of coffee. Yeah, it was crazy. You played Nightreign like a full-time job? I did. It was great. It was great. It was just tiring, right? It was tiring, like putting on a show for everybody too, because it wasn't just playing. It was like commentating, and then, you know, they'd throw it back to us, and we'd have to commentate and you know, talk to everybody. It was crazy, man. It was stressful. But after the first day, I was very confident and I had more fun. Like, I was really stressed out of my mind to be there because it was such a big deal. But yeah, it was a lot of fucking fun. You know, it was so cool. Like, they were like, Oroboro's here, and everyone would clap and be like, hell yeah. It was really cool. Any funny bugs happen? The funniest shit that happened was Raider Alt would trap stuff, bosses inside of his totem, and we couldn't hit them, and they couldn't hit us for like 5 seconds. So that was really funny. Yeah, some of the bosses got stuck inside of there, and were like griefing us, and we were griefing them, and it was just like goofy. So sounds like it was super fun. It was seriously the best. It was probably the best event that I've been invited out to, and that I had the pleasure of working there. Like, I was legitimately working the event for Bandai Namco. It was an honor. Yeah, it was great. It was a good fucking time. Your theme music hits. It really does. It really does. I love this theme. Step Raider, I'm stuck in your pillar. Actually, did the group search with passwords or matchmaking? We just did matchmaking because no one else is on the game, right? We didn't need to do passwords. You know, I don't think FromSoft was testing the game at the time. It would have been really funny if we accidentally stream sniped them, right? Queuing up for like, you know, very specific Night Lords. It is entirely possible that that would have happened though. And that would have been funny. Tell us about the randomness of the maps. Did you see any new biomes? So there's a lot of new events and stuff, yeah, and the maps were definitely more random than the network test. But still sort of not the samey, but there was like different variants of the same map. So you're not gonna see like crazy like, oh, this is the snow map, you know. You're not gonna like, that's not gonna happen. There is gonna be like crazy events that appear. There's gonna be crazy events that appear later on in the game. We didn't get to experience any of that. We didn't get to see the lava stuff. Yeah, there's a lava place that we didn't get to see. The rot forest, there's rot forest. We didn't see any of that during our play session, which makes me think again, number one, Libra is an early game Night Lord, and you don't get to see that stuff until you play more of the game. It slowly unlocks as you progress through the Night Lords. Which is very interesting, right? So the game starts off like normal, and then it starts to get crazier and harder, and more shit start happening, and it gets a lot more interesting the deeper you go. Yeah. Any info for Dustbloods? Again, Dustbloods is not published by Bandai Namco. It's published by Nintendo, so I know nothing about that, and I probably won't, because my relationship with Nintendo is that they probably want to kill me for playing their games on stream. And yeah. So, give me Nightreign already. The hype is crazy. I know, man. Only what? 3 more weeks? 2 more weeks? It's close. It's close. Did you see any cool outfits? Yes, so many cool outfits again. Dusk and darkness for each class. Really cool. Yeah, a little bit over 2 weeks. And chat, historically I've gotten these games early, but I don't think I'm gonna play this one early without you guys. I think I will patiently actually wait to stream this one so you guys can see my first, at least my semi-first reactions to most of the Night Lords. And we'll be able to experience that together on stream. Because I've already robbed you guys out of so many first experiences like Libra. You'll never see me struggle through that. Unless you were like at the event. At PAX, or like you check out the 1 or 2 people recording on their phones. But yeah, I don't want to rob you guys of like sharing that experience, because I love sharing that stuff with you. That's basically why I stream, is because I love sharing those moments with you, the pain and the happiness and the whole ups and the downs, you know. It's great. So very excited. Also, chat, I think we're gonna stream Doom tomorrow, by the way. Actually, no, I lied. We're gonna do Monster Hunter and then Doom. We're gonna do Monster Hunter Wilds tomorrow. I want to try to get the event thing. We got to do really good. So Monster Hunter Wilds tomorrow, and then Doom the next day. And then after I beat Doom, I'm gonna do back to Expedition 33 and try to beat it before Nightreign comes out. That's the goal for the stream, chat. So you guys have that to look forward to until Nightreign. Should be fun. Should be a good time. New Doom out? Yeah, I think it came out like today. Pretty sure it came out today. At least for like deluxe edition owners or whatever. How's the build crafting with the colored gem things? Really cool. Really cool. That's honestly my favorite part of the game, is the meta progression of getting the relics each run and sort of fitting them into your characters. Like, you can sort of put whatever you want into your character and to fit your playstyle. And some of them are way, way cooler than I could have ever imagined. And I can't say anything more than that. But trust me, they're The relic system is more exciting than you might think. Yeah. I sort of wish they would show some of those, but yeah. Can't talk about it quite yet. Libra's OST. Oh yeah. Amazing soundtrack. Really cool. God, we heard it all fucking weekend. It was excellent, just like, you know, the rest of the game. Exceptional soundtrack. Are the relics more diverse than blood gems? 1,000 times more diverse than blood gems, yeah. They don't even compare. Blood gems are like baby's first, like, you know, extra stat point. So, yeah, relics are much more in depth. Yeah. That's all I can say. Yeah, they're just like gems from Bloodborne, but way better. Exactly, yeah. I think that's very fair to say. Yeah, this run, it was absolutely insane. As you can see, we just sort of shit on the boss there. Like, easy peasy lemon squeezy, just roll them both. But yeah, there's a lot more exciting stuff coming up about Nightreign that I just cannot wait to share with you guys. Dude, this is level 11 day 1 run, by the way. Like, look at this. Level 11 day 1. Like, this run is fucking stupid, dude. This is probably my best run in the network test. Did you play Iron Eye? Yeah, I played Iron Eye and Raider, the two new classes. I played a lot of them. Do you think it'll be better than Chance of Rain? You mean Risk of Rain? Yeah, it's not going to be better than Risk of Rain because they're two different games, right? They're two completely different games, even though they are both roguelikes. Yeah, I don't think they're quite comparable. Also, I think it's unfair to put Elden Ring's combat in anything. I would argue that it's just better than every game, you know, because it's fucking Elden Ring. So, yeah. Bleed is broken. Bleed is very good. I'm not going to say it's broken, but it is exceptional. At least so far. But there's also bosses that can spawn that are completely immune to bleed. So if you focus too much into bleed and you fight like a skeleton boss, right? A skeleton boss spawns or a deathrite bird spawns, you're sort of fucked. Which happened a lot of the time, right? What would happen is we'd start to go for these bleed builds to fight Libra, and suddenly we run into like Tibia Mariner and like skeletons and Deathrite Bird, and our bleed would do nothing against them, and we'd have to overcome, you know, we'd have 6 weapons to switch to, which was really nice. We'd have to switch weapons and like immediately adapt to the situation and hope that we have enough damage to get through it, even though we were focusing on bleed for the Night Lord, right? Because it's not only about killing the Night Lord. It's about killing, you know, the 2-day bosses getting to the Night Lord as well. So, how good is aiming of Iron Eye compared to Elden Ring? Amazing, dude. They really improved the free aim system. I'm sure you've seen in the trailers. It's really, really nice to be able to like just sort of completely control where you're aiming instead of Elden Ring is a little scuffed in comparison. So okay, we were all playing on PS5 controllers, not keyboard and mouse. That's crazy. But someone from the crowd got up, you know, and they came up and they were like, "Oh, I've never played this game on controller. I play on keyboard and mouse only." They're like, "What are the controls?" And we were like, "Oh, fuck. Surprise." And you know what? You know what, chat? That guy was one of the only people to beat the Night Lord. He literally fucking did so good. He adapted like instantly to like a brand new control scheme. I was so impressed by him. I think he was playing with Aggie. I think he was teamed up with Aggie, and they like he carried his own. He fucking did so much work. He was dodging the Night Lord. He was dodging Libra attacks like nothing, dude. I was like, bruh, how? I was like, if I switch to mouse and keyboard as good as I am, that's a challenge run, dude. That is literally a challenge run. So, yeah, it was crazy. Most of the time, chat, I picked the Wilder because he's my best character, and I wanted to win some runs for people, right? Like, I really wanted to have people win the t-shirt, and I obviously wanted to win. So I was like, yeah, I want to play to fucking win. I'm picking Wilder. Like, that's when shit gets serious. I pull out Wilder. I'm like, all right, fuck this shit. Zip line pile bunk time. He's got so much health. His ult is so fucking strong. And his grapple is like really fun, really. Like, I actually don't think he's like the best character, but he's so fucking solid because he's just the best all-arounder. Like, he's just so good, dude. Do you think ult should have iframes? Definitely, dude. Definitely. I hope they change him. They didn't. They didn't. They all have iframes. Yeah, it would be dumb if they didn't. They also added a little animation. You see how I got a flask there and there was like no animation or like tell at all for us getting a flask. There's like a little like a refill Estus like animation effect on your character now. How many runs did you win overall? Overall we won, or I won 5? No, 6. Yeah. Because I got 4 dogos. 4 dogos. No. Only 4, chat. No, because we only did dog day 1. So only 4. Yeah, 2 dogos. 2 dogos and 2 Libras. Yeah, that's it. The rest were like giga fails. Because we fought Libra most of the time. I think the others had a similar amount. Because we never died to Dogo, but we died to Libra like all weekend, dude. It was crazy. We felt so bad when we died to Libra, because like imagine waiting in this big ass line or like waking up at 10 a.m. rushing to the Namco booth to get your ticket to watch and we fucking die to the boss. Like you didn't get to see him. There was one run, I think it was with, oh my God, who was it? I think it was Parky's run, Park and Harbor. Where they died literally in the first fucking second of the boss. Like it was like, okay, here's Libra, the boss, and he does his first attack. Everybody's full HP and everyone dies instantly. Literally in fucking 5 seconds, and I'm not joking. They literally all died in 5 seconds. And we wondered like, what was worse? The run where I didn't even get to the boss, but we could have killed him easily and died in 1 hit, or the one where you get to the boss and die instantly. Like, what's fucking worse? They were both like so fucking sad. They were both so fucking sad. So yeah, we had some rough runs, but you know what? I think everybody had fun. I think everyone had fun. Even the folks watching those like giga failure runs had fun. There are some secret classes, chat. You're not gonna have all the characters at the start. That's what I can say. Does it feel repetitive? It didn't feel repetitive at all. And we fought the same boss for 3 straight days. And that's a really, really good sign, right? Is that no run was ever the same. We watched 40 runs. 40 runs the entire weekend of PAX. And not one run was ever exactly the same. And if you don't believe me, you can literally look up like PAX East videos on Nightreign on YouTube. They uploaded like phone footage from the event that I hosted, and you can see us playing and how different the runs are. They're way different than the network test. You're actually a horrible streamer, bro. Thank you. It's not very nice, but all right. Reference skin. Yeah, I don't know. We didn't see any of the other skins aside from the 3. They're like hidden stuff. Yeah, it was rude, man. I don't know. I don't know what's up his butt. Wilder got a skin that gives him huge naturals. That would be fun. No, that's the modding community is gonna do that. The modding community is gonna do that. That's a Nexus mod there. Reports just came in. You're a good streamer, actually. Oh, that's great news. You know, I actually didn't know that, considering I've been doing this for 15 years. So that one guy in the chat telling me I'm not, man, really, really upset me. I love the Nightreign music, but hearing it for 3 hours straight is making me go crazy. I'm sorry, Juicebox. I don't know what else to play in the background. Let me see. PvP mods. There's definitely going to be a PvP mod. I can personally tell you that, like, someone's going to cook one up very quickly. Is there more music in the world so it's not the same track? Dude, this is like me playing music in the background. This is not the game. There's tons of music in the game. Yes. it's like just like Elden Ring. It's just like Elden Ring, guys. Wondering if modders can make new classes? Probably. That's a great idea. That would be super cool. What does the Deluxe Edition come with? The Deluxe Edition comes with the DLC, which includes 2 new characters and new Night Lords to kill. How is he playing? So this is what you're watching in the background is network test footage. However, I was invited out by Bandai Namco to play the final game at PAX East this past weekend. So I've been talking about my experience, essentially. Listening to this for 3 hours straight was normal in the network test. It's actually true. It's actually fucking true. I legitimately did that the first test. I forgot about that. I think I blocked out that memory. It was so fucking bad. Does the fact that Dark Souls bosses are in this game make you think that all the Souls worlds were actually connected? No. No, this game is like Mario Party Souls Edition Deluxe Remix. Like, it's just a sort of a... It's not canon at all. This game isn't canon at all. A lot of people seem to think it is, but it is 100% not. This is like an extended universe, alternate reality sort of thing. Nightreign does not have early access. Nightreign does not have early access. This was, again, a Bandai Namco event from PAX East just for the convention. We'll find a way to make it canon. I believe it. I believe it. Hardest character to master, it's the Recluse, and it's not even close. It bothers me that Miyazaki said yes to this project even though it ruins the canon lore of Elden Ring. I mean, it doesn't ruin the lore of Elden Ring because it's totally separate, and they've stated that about 10,000 times now. So, you know, they're allowed to have fun with like spin-off games. You know, just like other games are allowed to have fun with fun spin-offs, you know? It's okay to just have fun with the game and just like, fuck it, let's put, you know, Artorias in and fucking, you know, Ornstein and Smo in the same fucking game. Like, you know, Dark Souls 2 and 3 bosses. Like, why not? You know, it's just fun. I don't know if you're the type of person who's like, wow, well, actually, no, I don't want to, you know, I don't want that. It's just like, you just hate fun. What the hell? Like, there's no reason not to for this game. It's a silly, fun spin-off game. There is lore inside the game that is like serious lore of, you know, why the Wayfarers, or not the Wayfarers, the Nightfarers all come together. And, you know, even more lore about the world building and stuff. But, you know, to say you can't have games like that is just like, it's sort of boring, right? I think it's great that they're just having fun with it. It's like a Dark Souls, you know, 4 Electric Boogaloo. I think it's great. Yeah, it's crazy. It's crazy not to like think it's cool. Like, why not have more bosses, right? I don't know. I think that's a weird thing to complain about. That's all. I think a lot of people are just prone to like just disliking this game from the start, right? Like they're never gonna think this is a good game, even not playing it. You know, there's so many hate. There's so much hate for this game, dude. Holy moly! Like people are not happy about it, and that's fair. Like you're allowed to have your own opinion, but I think these people are not even giving it a chance because it's like it's something new and different from what they're used to. So they're like, fuck this, this sucks, I hate this, it's stupid. Like they're not even gonna give it a chance, even though it's like gonna be the most fun game fucking ever. And you know, whatever, what I say is like, fuck it, I'll play it, I'm gonna have so much fun with it. They don't have to, that's totally fine. Yeah, exactly. Yo, Stella! Stella, thank you so much for the 42 months. Welcome back, you wild bastard. That's me. Thank you so much, Stella. Hope you're doing great. The only hate I have for this game is because it can't work on a character I made. Yeah, I mean, no character creation is a bit of a bummer, but I mean, what roguelike has like character creation, right? It's all about picking like a class and stuff and going with them. So I actually like that there's characters. At first I was like, yeah, I sort of don't like it, but yeah. Anyways, it's good to see you, Slayer. I love you, man. Hope you're doing great. Slayer, we're gonna play Nightreign together. We finally have an excuse to play a game together. Doing the best I can. It's way too hot out. Yeah, I forget where you live, but that sucks. The same people are in every video of this game on YouTube hating. Yeah, I've seen my comments. It's really funny. Oh, the guy says I'm the worst streamer because I won't read his question. I hate when I don't get questions answered. Dude, it's disrespectful to ignore someone asking you a question. Bruh. All right, I want you to answer. All of these questions. Could you please answer all of these questions at once while talking about the game, while answering all the other questions popping up? I want you to do that for me. Hopefully now you understand. It's not as easy as it may seem to just answer all the questions. I answer as much as I can. It's chill. I don't know. He could have told me the first comment. Bro, I'm not gonna interrupt me talking to just say I can't answer your question right now. I'm gonna answer it in a minute. Like, how entitled are you that the show's all about you? Jesus. Just had to point that out. That's so funny. What, you don't get your way, you call me a shit streamer and then try to apologize for it? Like, come on, dude. Actual baby behavior. Dance, monkey. That's child behavior, dude. That's babby. I assume my question was just bad. No. I guys, like I said, I can't fucking read all your questions, right? I can't get to them all. However, chat, if I didn't get to your question, if I did not answer your question, please go post it on my Reddit thread. I'm gonna grab the link, okay? I did an AMA on Reddit where I answered literally, and I mean it, every single question. And this is one that I can take my time and answer, and I will answer them all by tonight. So if you have a question that you asked in the chat, I didn't get to it, please go to my Reddit thread and ask it, and I will give you an answer. I'll give you an answer probably by tomorrow. There it is in the chat. Right there, I posted the link. If I don't get to your question, please post it there. I will answer it no matter what. Okay? There you go. Derapico, thank you for the freaking 68 months. Thanks so much for the freaking resub. Welcome back. How's it going, man? Oro's too nice to shitheads? Yeah, maybe. What are you looking forward to see as the Night Lord? I don't know, man. I want to see more insanely difficult bosses that require like precision and teamwork and everyone to do their job to defeat. Like I want to feel that, like, fucking adrenaline as everybody tries to play perfectly. And like if you fuck up, then like everybody dies. I'm a sick fuck. I'm actually sick. Like I said, Libra is like that. Libra's fucking like that. Libra figure? You mean from the deluxe? Yeah, the special edition, the deluxe edition. I think it is deluxe edition, right? Yeah. Try Arc Raiders. Yeah. I can't wait for that game. I can't fucking wait for that game. One of the commentators I was talking to, I don't know if Shy is still here. He was here like all fucking day earlier. He was saying how he put in like fucking 30 hours into the beta, dude. That's like all he did. Yeah, Arc Raiders is fucking amazing, dude. It's a really good fucking game. That game's gonna be sick. I gotta admit, as much fun as I had with Marathon, Arc Raiders like immediately made it feel like a joke, which is such a shame because I love Bungie games, but yeah, I think Marathon might be cooked officially. Feels bad, man. Oh, look at that, dude. Disgusting Wilder run, dude. Rivers of Blood, Eleonora's. Like, it doesn't get any better than that. It was such a good run. Man. Chat. I'm out of footage, and it's been like almost 3 hours of me chatting about my Nightreign experience. I think I'm gonna call it. This is like a whole ass stream. But I hope you guys had fun. I hope I answered any and all of your questions. And again, if I didn't, please go to my Reddit AMA where I will answer your questions as soon as I can. But yeah, I'm gonna call it. I'm gonna go to sleep. I'm fucking tired. I've been traveling. I finally got home from fucking Boston, which was a beautiful city. And again, I had so much fun. It really was such a good time. It was the experience of a lifetime. Thank you again, Bandai Namco and FromSoft, for inviting me out to play at your event. I'm honored, and I am so thankful for each and every one of you guys for watching me on YouTube and Twitch every day and supporting the channel, helping me grow, and You know, without you guys, I wouldn't be there, right? Without you guys, I literally wouldn't be there. I owe my entire success to each and every one of you. So thank you for watching. Thank you for supporting me. I love you all. You're fucking great. But yeah, I'll be back tomorrow. We're gonna play some Monster Hunter Wilds, followed by the new Doom. The new Doom, The Dark Ages. So this week's gonna be fucking spicy. Look forward to that. I think we're gonna do AT Raid out tomorrow with Joker. And then yeah, fucking the Dark Souls of Doom. What I hear. Unironically. As cringe as that might sound. Yeah, I'm excited. Anyways. And then yes, Expedition 33 immediately after I'm done with Doom. Probably this weekend. We'll continue Act 2. So look forward to that. But for now, guys, again, I'm out of here. Thanks so much for watching. Hope you're excited for Nightreign as much as I am. And have a wonderful rest of your night. Peace, guys.